And good evening. Welcome out here to Albany for Missouri State High School Activities Association football. It's Missouri 8-man District 7 semifinal night tonight here from Albany. It's the number 1 seed, the Albany Warriors, going up against the number 4 seed in King City. A rematch from just 2 weeks ago here on this exact field. It was the Warriors that came away with the victory, took the first round bye in districts, took that number 1 seed and a GRC West title in that game as well. That game finished a 58-42 ball game, but was a pretty close game throughout. Albany was able to get a little bit of separation towards the end. Again, like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty Gen Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany. Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, the Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany, Johnson Controls in Albany, along with the Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany, along with Sublime Flamingo Boutique LLC, the East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Brown Plumbing in Albany, and the City of Albany, King City Lumber in King City, along with Wildcat Links in King City, Grumpy Toad Toggery in Albany, Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and King City and Union Star School Districts, and the Prairie New Shopper located in Albany. Also like to thank all of our family sponsors help you bring you tonight's broadcast. The Anthony Livestock Trucking want to wish the Warriors the best of luck this season. The Tom and Rhonda Schneider family, the Donnie and Nancy Stevens family, the Dustin Trimble and Missy Martin family for their favorite senior Cameron Martin, the Ryan and Heather Locklear family for their favorite senior Kaylee Locklear, the Bush Pilots, the family of Brent and Vicky Klein, Tara Brand and Cole Emerson for their senior Kyle Emerson. Randy and Cindy Klein want to wish the Warriors the best of luck this season. And your number 1 fans, Sarah Fountain, Cameron Nichols, and Amanda Hamilton, want to wish the coaches, Coach Fountain, Coach Nichols, Coach Hamilton, and Coach Davis, the best of luck in the playoffs. Again, I'm Jared Rolvis, joined along with the color analyst for the night, and Brett Williams. And before we get started, we will again let you know, due to MSHSAA streaming rights, Albany TV's game tonight will be audio only. The video will stay on the scoreboard throughout the ball game so you can see the score, how much time is left, what the down and distance is, all that good stuff. You'll be able to see that. You will not, however, be able to see the field due to MSHSAA streaming rights. We are keeping it so it is free for people to be able to listen to the game rather than going through the $10 fee through MSHSAA.tv. So that, again, is why we are doing it the way we are here for the playoffs. So let's go ahead and welcome in our color analyst for the night, and Brett Williams. And Brett, it was a game 2 weeks ago here. It was kind of a knockout, drag-out between these two teams. Albany has kind of limped their way into the playoffs a little bit with Elliot Mercer out. Well, he's back this week. He's been out the last 3 weeks, got injured the first series on offense against Stanberry on homecoming. They played at Pattonsburg, home against King City, had the week off last week. Back in the lineup this week. We'll see what we can expect here from Elliot Mercer starting both ways tonight.
Yeah, Elliot Mercer will be back, and like you said, starting on both offense and defense. That's so huge for this Albany Warrior team. You could definitely see the hole in the offense that's been missing with Elliot out, but at the same time, they've done a nice job without him. They've got solid contributions from the backups in the backfield with Keegan Schaefer and Cameron Martin. They've done a nice job filling in. Of course, Kyle Emerson is still a big play threat. But Elliot Mercer, it takes that offense to the next level, and they're happy to have him back and healthy for their first playoff game against a team they just beat, like you said, 2 weeks ago. I think it's hard to say how that will affect the game, but what I can say is that loss being so recent is still fresh in the King City Wildcats' mind. It wasn't too long ago that they came up just short of to Albany. It was a 2-possession game, but really most of the game was pretty back and forth. Albany kind of pulled away at the end there thanks to some late King City turnovers because they had to really move the ball quickly, and they just turned it over. But I'm interested to see how this game goes. Mercer being back is huge for this Warrior offense. He runs the ball really well. Defensively for the Warriors, though, King City, their offensive line did a really nice job against the defensive line against Albany. A couple weeks ago, of course, they didn't have to deal with Elliot Mercer, but still, I feel like that was the only time this season where the defensive front by Albany got outplayed for most of the game. Graham Metzger for King City's coming off a 300-plus yard rushing game last week in King City against Pattonsburg. The Warriors got to slow him down because when Graham Metzger was touching the ball last week, it seemed like he was going for 5, 10, 15 yards. I think he got in the end zone 6 times, so he's coming off a huge game.
Yeah, you talked about Metzger having the big game last week. You kind of talked a little bit about Kyle Emerson. It was 2 weeks ago here in Albany. Kyle Emerson went off 6 touchdowns on his night that week and came away with, I believe, right about 217 yards of total offense. He had 1 kickoff return. We'll see if King City will kick off to him again or not tonight. I would vote more than likely that is probably not going to be the case. I think they might have learned their lesson from 2 weeks ago. But it is a district championship game. It's one of those things where you're playing a team for 2 times in 3 weeks. We have a talk with Coach Fountain coming up here in just a moment. He kind of talks about it. You don't usually save things, but we'll see what happens tonight between these 2 teams because whenever the 2 teams played a couple weeks ago, the Warriors needed that win to get that number 1 seed, so they didn't hold anything back. But we'll see if maybe they can reach into their bag of tricks or not and as we get ready to start this game. So we'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame as we have a sit-down with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. And welcome back into the BTC Bank pregame. We're here with the Albany Warriors head coach and Doug Fountain. Coach, your team is coming into the district quarterfinals tonight off a 9-0 regular season and a bye in week 1 of the playoffs. Talk about how important that first week bye is to help some of your players get some rest, heal up before starting a playoff run.
Yeah, it's an important thing that the kids have earned to be able to come out in the semifinals in their first district game. Great season. First part of the season, we kind of separated into 2 seasons, regular season and postseason. Terrific regular season. Really never was full strength for most of the season, but the kids were able to step in and plug and play and did a great job and earned some honors that was well deserved. And now it's ready to move on to the second season, and you've got to approach it just like you did the regular season, where it's just 1-0 at a time. We were able to use the bye week to try to get healed up, develop some more depth throughout practice, and get some kids haven't had a lot of varsity reps, some experience in their varsity situations in practice, and then just without being game plan specific, just work on some fundamentals and sharpen some things up. So it was welcome and needed, and we think it'll help pay off as we move forward.
And then tonight you face a really familiar foe in King City. Your team beat 58-42 in the last week of the regular season. Talk about playing a team twice in such a short period of time.
Yeah, that's kind of a unique situation. You really don't hold things back the first time you play because of what was at stake. But you get a good feel for what their game plan was and what strengths and weaknesses are on each side of the ball. So they'll be familiar with what we like. We'll be familiar with what they like. We'll both try to come up with answers for the other team. And then it just comes down to, execution and who can play the cleanest and the hardest and the fastest.
And then in the last matchup, King City was able to put up 255 yards to the air. Then last week in the first round of districts, King City ran the ball for 412 yards. How does your team try to stop a team that can run and pass efficiently?
Yeah, it comes down to matchups quite a bit. They were efficient or have been efficient on both phases, throwing the ball and running the ball throughout the season, and have the ability to do both. And when you find a matchup that's working for you, you tend to keep going to it. So, we've got a good game plan. We just got to go out and execute and play at a high level.
And then what things does your team need to do well tonight to pick up the victory and continue the season?
Defensively, we got to get off the field. When we get them behind the chains, we can't let them off the hook with a conversion on a long-distance situation. And we got to get off the field, get the ball back to our offense, and stay ahead of the chains. And, we have the ability to be explosive, but that's not something that you want to have to count on. You want it to come within the rhythm of the offense, and, that's something we've got to be able to do.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks again for chatting with us as a part of our BTC Bank pregame. We'll be back with the national anthem and tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineup in just a moment.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team. Now that the weather is turning colder, there is still one place that is sunny, warm, and dry for you to play golf: Wildcat Links in King City. So come and play amazing courses like St. Andrews or Pebble Beach and watch the game at the same time while never leaving the area. Don't forget to sign up for their Winter Golf League going on now. Wildcat Links is perfect for the whole family, featuring a golf simulator, multiple TVs, shuffleboard, pool table, drinks, and food. Wildcat Links in King City, your local golf oasis. The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany has gifts for every occasion. The Briar Patch can help you with fresh flowers, green plants, candles, willow tree angels, customized cups, and so much more. They also deliver your gift items. Don't forget, the Briar Patch also features tuxedo rentals for all occasions. To schedule a fitting for your tux or to order your one-of-a-kind gifts, call the Briar Patch on the square in Albany at 660-726-4170. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set for tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups and the national anthem will be coming up for you here in just a moment. Remember, tonight's starting lineups are going to be brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. So again, we're about a minute away here from the national anthem here being played from Albany as we get set for this District 7 semifinal matchup here between King City and Albany. Again, these two teams met just 2 weeks ago. It was a 58-42 victory in favor of the Warriors. Let's go ahead and turn it over to public address announcer Derek Brown with the announcement tonight as we get ready to start the game here tonight from Albany.
C. Smith Field for this Missouri State High School Activities Association 8-man District 7 semifinal between the visiting King City Wildcats and your Albany Warriors. At this time, please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag at the south end of the grandstand for the playing of our national anthem by the Warrior Pride Marching Band.
And now it's time for tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Remember, before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri.
The starting defense first for the visiting Wildcats at defensive back number 2, Ryder Sample. At defensive end number 3, Tucker Wallace. At linebacker number 4, Lucas Boone. At linebacker number 5, Graham Metzger. On the line, number 7, Josiah Shellhorn. At defensive back number 14, Darwin Bowden. On the line, number 62, Zachary Hodge. And on the line, number 77, Kadian Aborn. The Wildcats are coached by Micah Breckenridge, assisted by Tom Shifrin, Thomas Slade, Kagan Barnett, and Sawyer McKellen. And now starting offense for your Albany Warriors on the line, number 44, Jay Anthony. 480-pound sophomore. On the line, number 56, Shay Miller. 5'11", 280-pound junior. On the line, number 64, Zach Miller. 5'11", 280-pound senior. At tight end, number 18, Zane Rippey. 6'4", senior. At wide receiver, number 3, Kyle Anderson. 5'9", 140-pound senior. At running back, number 10, Elliot Mercer. 5'11", 180-pound sophomore. At running back, number 21, Trevor Akins. 5'11", 150-pound senior. And at quarterback, number 12, Chase Klein. 6'4", senior. The Warriors are coached by Doug Fountain, assisted by Wayne Hamilton, Dave Nichols, and Brian Davis.
So again, those are the starters for tonight's District 7 semifinal matchup here between the number 1 seed Albany Warriors and the number 4 seed King City Wildcats. We're about 5 minutes away from the kickoff. That is going to be brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Remember, tonight's broadcast will be an audio-only broadcast. The camera will stay on the scoreboard through the entirety of the game. We are not allowed to show the playing surface due to MSHSAA streaming rights. So again, to keep this game free for you on Albany TV, we are broadcasting audio only. The camera will be on the scoreboard. We'll be back with the Smith Prudential Financial kickoff when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
In life, as in football, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance. Someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy.
To get started, contact Nick Smith, a financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
King City Lumber can help you with all of your building needs. Whether you need help with your garage, tool shed, something commercial, or farm and agricultural, the experts at King City Lumber can help you find tools and materials, help you get your job done quickly and cost efficiently. King City Lumber, where customer satisfaction is their primary goal. Visit King City Lumber today, where they look forward to serving you. East Fork Lodge and Ranch is tucked away in the solitude of over 1,000 private acres of rolling hills with beautiful fields just north of Albany. East Fork Lodge is complete with 9 private suites and 3 private cabins. Amenities include a shared kitchen, grill, coffee stations, fire pit, fishing pond, and movie theater. Property is also home to a quaint antique store open to the public. You are sure to feel at home when staying at East Fork Lodge. The lodge is perfect for weekend getaways, family reunions, corporate retreats, weddings, family vacations, and hunting trips. Email Jamie at eastforklodge.com or visit the website at eastforklodge.com for more information on East Fork Lodge and Ranch.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set here for tonight's kickoff. Albany won the toss. They elected to receive. Albany will be moving from left to right to start the ball game. And for King City, they will kick off from right to left. To kick off here for King City is going to be Graham Metzger. Back to receive the kick will be Kyle Emerson. So we are getting ready to start. And remember, this kickoff brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. It's a line drive kick that goes off of a Warrior player, runs back and picks it up at about his own 32-yard line. It was Porter Runnels that recovers the kickoff.
Well, as the old cliche goes, the real season starts now. The Warriors coming out for their first offensive drive of the playoffs. They've had a string of disappointing and early exits. Much of these guys, this is their last chance to make a deep run. They're hoping to get it started off well tonight.
Kyle Emerson lines up wide to the right. Elliott Mercer behind his quarterback Klein with Trevor Akins next to him. Faking the handoff, they'll throw it out to Trevor Akins on a little out route. He's going to have enough for a first down, pushed out of bounds into King City territory at the 35-yard line.
Play action to Elliott Mercer. Some pretty early pressure there once again, but nice job by Klein to stay calm under pressure.
Was that to Mercer or to Akins?
It was to Mercer on the play action. Rolled out to his left and delivered the dart to Akins, and Akins with some run after the catch for the first down. Nice play for the Warriors.
So 25 seconds in here. It's a 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the King City 35. Jay Anthony taking the snaps tonight here for the Warriors. And they're going to get a false start called here against the offense. It seemed like that time the tight end, Zane Rippey, really wasn't certain exactly what the play was, where he was supposed to line up. Got up for a moment, and then that was about the time they snapped the ball, and they're going to get you on a false start on that one every time. Again, the offensive starters tonight for the Warriors on the line. Snapping the ball, Jay Anthony to his right and left are going to be Shea and Seth Miller. Out wide will be Kyle Emerson in the backfield. Will be Trevor Akins and Elliott Mercer along with their quarterback Chase Klein, who takes the snap on a 1st and 15. Hand off to Mercer. He gets upended in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 1 here for Albany.
Again, the second Mercer gets the ball, bunch of Wildcats in the backfield. They blow that play up, and it'll be interesting to see if the Warriors can do better than they did in that first game. up front. 'Cause I feel like on both sides of the ball, they lost the battle in the trenches. They were able to come away with a win, but they're looking for a better performance from their lines.
And in a second and long, a quick pass, going to be batted down off the hands that time of Josiah Shellhorn. And it is now a 3rd and 17. Let's take a look at the starting defense here for King City. Ryder Sample, Lucas Boone, Graham Metzger, Cooper Mooney, Darwin Bowden, Zachary Hodge, and Kavian Aborn will get the start tonight for King City. We'll see some others in there as well, kind of like Shellhorn, who came up with that pass deflection there on that 2nd and long play.
Warriors need a big play here. We all know who they usually go to in big play situations. We'll see what they do here.
A 3rd and 17. In motion goes Akins. Looking on a screen. Having to fall to the ground to catch it is Mercer, and he's going to be down at midfield, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 15 from midfield.
Mercer had room to run, but that throw was a little behind him, and he had to come back to get it. Grass a little bit slick, and he just fell down, and once you're down, you're down. You can't get back up and run with it, and Warriors most likely going to punt here. They are at midfield.
So they're just on their side of midfield. They didn't quite give them the forward progress to the 40.
Yeah, they're going to punt.
And looks like they are going to punt as Mercer back. Punts it away, and it's a hard kick that bounces inside the 10, and it's recovered here by Chase Klein at the King City 7-yard line. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396.
Well, that was a good punt by Mercer to get the Wildcats starting field position within their own 10. But a great first drive defensively for the Wildcats, getting the Warriors to go 3 and out, forcing a punt. If they can drive the full length of the field here, they're going to seize that early momentum, and that crowd on the other side of the field is going to really start to get into it. They already got into it on that 3rd down stop. They'll really get into it with the score here.
Tucker Mollis lined up wide to the right. A little pitch going to go out to Metzger, who had a big game last week in the first round of districts, as he's still on his feet, carrying defenders. And he's going to push this one close to a 1st down, and it's going to be right at the 1st down yard marker. 1st down, King City on a 1st and 10 run.
Well, Metzger did a lot of that last week, just fighting for extra yards, breaking through arm tackles, and he did it again there, and he's going to get a 1st down as the initial contact was well before the 1st down yard marker, but he just fought for those extra yards and picked it up.
So a 1st and 10 here for King City as we enter now underneath 10 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Handoff, again, going to go to Metzger. He's going to shove one player down on a stiff arm and be shoved out of bounds on the King City sideline by Klein at the 25-yard line. It's still going to be a gain of about 8 yards there on the carry by Metzger.
Again, another forced missed tackle there off the stiff arm by Metzger. And so far, we're just 2 plays in, but the Warriors have got to do a better job tackling Metzger, who, again, we've said it a million times, coming off a huge game over against Pattonsburg.
Mopin, Johnston, and Aborn on the line for King City. Looking, dropped and back to pass for the first time tonight is the freshman Landon Carlson. His pass to Ryder Sample is going to be short and is going to fall incomplete. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 here for King City. Some of the other starters on offense for King City, Ryder Sample, along with Tucker Mollis, Graham Metzger, and then again Landon Carlson. Take a look at the starting defense tonight here for the Warriors. It's Kyle Emerson, Cameron Martin, Elliott Mercer, Andrew Wiles, Chase Klein, Zane Rippey, Trevor Akins, and Seth Miller.
Coach Fountain talked about in the pregame, the Warriors have got to get off the field when they have a chance. It's 3rd and 3. They got to get off the field.
And that time, Rippey and Aborn both jumped. We'll see which one it's going to go against. It's going to go against Albany. And remember, 2 weeks ago, Albany had that problem as well with the encroachment, and it seemed like it was the same person every time. And he gets called for it again here. It's Rippey that's now gotten called for a false start and now also an encroachment penalty. And it's a 1st and 10 again here for King City from their own 30-yard line. Carlson will take the snap, running the option, keeps it himself, and he's going to be taken down after a 5-yard pickup. Klein and Anthony in on the stop for the Warriors.
Another good gain on first down by the Wildcats, a gain of 5, setting them up nicely here at the 2nd and 5. Doing a good job of methodically moving this ball down the field.
2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left is going to be Mollis. Handoff will go to Metzger up the middle. He's going to rush forward, and he's going to be across midfield, and finally taken down by a mixture of Mercer, Anthony, and Rippey, but not before another first down picked up down to the Albany 36-yard line. So Metzger is usually kind of that forgotten player when people talk about King City, but he's shown it the last 2 weeks. He's just as much got a name to him as needed as Carlson rolls out to the right. He's going to keep it, and he's going to jump out of bounds shy of the 30-yard line. And he'll be down at the 32. Because usually when people talk about this team, they talk about the sample, they talk about the young quarterback in Carlson, but Graham Metzger, the junior, is a tough person to bring down as well. Carlson looking to pass, pressure, sneaks up into the pocket. He's going to escape and be pushed out of bounds here by Klein. No, they're going to say he was down inbounds at about the 27-yard line to be a yard shy of the first down.
Well, it's 3rd and 1. Last time on 3rd and 3, the Wildcats were able to get the Warriors to jump off sides. If I'm a Warrior defensive lineman, I am staring hard at that ball. I do not want to jump off sides again.
Again, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Metzger will take the handoff. He's got enough for a first down and then some as he's still on his feet as he gets out of a tackle. Still on his feet, rumbles his way into the end zone. Touchdown, King City. Metzger broke out of a couple of tackles where it seemed like he was going to be down, almost tripped up inside the 5 and still finds a way to rumble his way into the end zone as he's continuing and working off of that big week he had last week. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Well, it was bad tackling by the Warriors, and I think every time Metzger had the ball, he broke at least 1 tackle and fought for extra yards, and that one was probably the worst of all of them.
2-point conversion attempt here for the Wildcats. Carlson keeps it himself. Drives up the middle of the field. He's in. 2-point conversion is good. King City with an 8-0 lead here with 7.5 left to play in the first quarter. We're back with more when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. It's an 8-0 King City lead as King City set to kick off yet again. Remember, this kickoff brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services 660-726-3396. So King City kicked it off, but whistles went. I do not believe the officials were set for Metzger to kick off. So they will re-kick from their own 30-yard line. Again, back to receive is Emerson about his own 6-yard line. Line drive kick that is going to be picked up by Emerson about his own 15-yard line. Looking for a couple of blocks, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds as he crosses the 35-yard line, down at about the 36, trying to find some blocks that King City just kept on finding their way around.
Yeah, I couldn't quite find the edge there, but again, King City, they're kicking it deep, and they're just trusting their guys to make some plays there. The Warriors kind of let that one roll back to Emerson. He picked it up and just couldn't quite find the edge there, but the Warriors have got to get something going here on offense. They went 3 and out on their last drive. They're looking to do better on this drive.
1st and 10 from the 28 here for Albany, as they say. Emerson stepped out of bounds. In motion that time was Martin in the backfield. And this time Klein keeps it himself, trying to strip the ball in the backfield with Shellhorn. But Klein down at the 31-yard line after picking up a moderate gain there on first down.
Yeah, Martin put his all into that fake there. He even jumped up like he was about to try and catch a pass off the play action. But a modest gain on first down by the Warriors, 2nd and 7. Wanted to try and get this out at a minimum 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, something like that.
So Martin in the backfield. Again, this time he will get the handoff, trying to push it upfield, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, didn't get anything there, and Coach Fountain also talked about that a little bit in the pregame too, trying to stay ahead of the chain, stay ahead of schedule. You really want to avoid 3rd and 7 and any longer than that. That just puts your offense in a bad situation because you just have to get so much to move those chains.
Emerson and Schaefer wide out to the left. Martin and Rippey wide out to the right, and Albany going to take their first Pettyjohn Auto Center timeout here of the night with 6:13 left to play here in the first quarter. Remember, during this timeout, check out Pettyjohn Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Back with more in a moment.
Sublime Flamingo Boutique is now your full-service homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in on Saturday from 10 to 1 to browse our selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Flamingo has hundreds of dresses in stock. Drop in, find us on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress.
And welcome back out to Albany. It's a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Again, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Klein alone in the backfield. And King City looking like it's going to bring all-out pressure. Emerson in motion. Takes the pitch, looking to pass. Looking deep for Rippey, has to come back for it. A flag flies, he catches it inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line.
Going to have a defensive pass interference as well. Nice job by Rippey to just go up and get that pass. And that's something that I've never seen the Warriors pull out.
The penalty is declined here by the Warriors on pass interference. And it is a first down here for the Warriors down to the King City 27-yard line.
Gutsy play call on 3rd down by the Warriors. It pays off. Now you have to take advantage and get in the end zone. You don't want to play like that to go to waste.
So 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. This time it's Schaefer with a cast on his left arm. He's in the backfield here with Klein. He'll be in to block as Klein looking deep for Rippey downfield, and it's going to be knocked away. Tight coverage that time by Lucas Boone as it's going to fall incomplete.
They gave Rippey another chance to try and just go up and get the ball, but couldn't quite get it there. Good coverage. Boone was running step for step with Rippey, and pass comes up just a little bit short.
So 5:43 left to play here in the first quarter. It's an 8-0 King City lead. 2nd and 10 upcoming here for the Warriors. 2 receivers left. It'll be Emerson and Martin. In motion now is Schaefer to the left. Looking back to the right for Rippey. And the pass incomplete, looking on a little wide receiver bubble screen with Shane Miller out to block, and just falls incomplete as Rippey was going to have open field in front of him.
Yeah, maybe a touchdown, but it just went right through the hands of Rippey, and it's got to be a hard throw on a screen to get there because the defender's there. You're hoping to get a catch by Rippey and then a good block by Miller, but you don't want that route to get jumped. So it's a hard throw, but you got to catch it, and it just went right through the hands of Rippey.
So 3rd and 10. Again, empty backfield here for Klein. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Quick pass out to Emerson on a screen. He's going to run backwards. He's across midfield. He's going to break it down the sideline, and Kyle Emerson shows off his speed and scores a touchdown for the Warriors. Ran back about 14 yards and then ran down the right sideline and had nothing but green grass in front of him.
Man, I did not think that he was going to find the edge there. I thought that he was going to get the Warriors in a position where they were going to have to punt, but he's just so fast. Somehow he found the edge there and comes up again with a big play just when the Warriors need it and they have a chance to tie the game.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn-Siddons. 2-point conversion attempt, handoff, up the middle is good. Elliott Mercer gets the 2-point conversion And we are tied up at 8 apiece with 5.5 left to play in the first quarter. We're back with more in a moment when we come back on Albany TV.
Brown Plumbing in Albany is the oldest family-owned business in Gentry County. This means that not only do they know you, but you know them. For plumbing or heating and air service that you have already trusted for years, call Brown Plumbing today at 660-726-5716. That's 660-726-5716. Brown Plumbing in Albany, your trusted plumber.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as the Warriors tie it up at 8 apiece with 5.5 left here in the first quarter. Remember, you can score a touchdown, or remember, this kickoff brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services 660-726-3396. And kicking off for the Warriors is going to be Tear Day, the foreign exchange student for the Warriors. His first time kicking off this season. It's a deep kick picked up by Sample about his own 18-yard line. Sample runs into some of his blockers, gets out of an ankle tackle, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds there by Cameron Martin, but not before he crosses the 35-yard line down to the 36.
Well, again, the Warriors had Sample in a position where they could have brought him down, but he was able to bounce off a few tackles and get a few extra yards there. The tackling has just not been good so far by the Warriors. They're going to have to do better with that, especially because Metzger feeds off of arm tackles. He's going to break those every time.
So 1st and 10 for King City at their own 36-yard line. Again, Metzger in the backfield along with Carlson, two receivers to the right, one to the left, and a late pullback that time by Carlson. Again's going to break a tackle in the backfield before he's finally wrapped up. That time by Kyle Emerson. Maybe picks up a yard there for Carlson. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it was a good fake. I was looking at Metzger the whole time thinking that Rippey made a good play bringing him down, but nice job by the Warriors to stay home and only allow that play to go for a gain of 1.
On a 2nd and 9, Carlson will take the snap. This time the handoff will go to Carlson. He's got some room down the near sideline. He's going to take this one. 10. Emerson trying to push him out of bounds. Doesn't get the leverage. Metzger in for a touchdown. King City.
Well, King City responds right back with a quick 6 points of their own. And, again, the Warrior defense not playing up to par here early in the game.
So we talked about the big week Metzger had last week in week 1 of districts against Pattonsburg, running for 300 yards and about 6 touchdowns. He's already got 2 so far here tonight, and already with 97 yards rushing. 2-point conversion attempt. Carlson takes it in. 2-point conversion is good. It's a 16-8 lead here for King City with 4:39 left to play here in the first quarter. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Grumpy Toad Toggery in Albany is Northwest Missouri's only Brotique. They offer a variety of men's clothing and accessories, along with the latest graphic tees for the whole family. Check out apparel on their website at grumpytoadtoggery.com. Grumpy Toad Toggery is open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. Grumpy Toad Toggery is located right off Highway 136 in Albany, next to the laundromat. Come to Albany and get grumpy, be happy.
Welcome back here to Albany. Remember, kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services 660-726-3396. It'll be Metzger kicking off. And a deep kick that is going to be picked up here by Martin at about his own 18-yard line. He's got a little bit of a crease. He's going to make it to about midfield before he's pushed out of bounds by Metzger at about the Albany 38-yard line.
Well, another good kickoff return there, this time by the Warriors and Cameron Martin. Warrior offense coming out for their next drive, and they were able to find the end zone last time out, but again, not the prettiest drive offensively for them. They still have some things to clean up. They had some drop passes. Just looking to clean things up here as we get further into the first quarter.
So 1st and 10 here for the Warriors. Mercer and Akins in the backfield here with Klein. And Mercer will take the handoff, and he's going to be wrapped up here by Metzger as he crosses midfield and be down at about the 38-yard line here of King City.
That's a nice job by King City. A couple times I thought that the first time it was Chase Klein, that time it was Mercer. I thought they were going to break free, but these tacklers just getting those hands in there, tripping the ball carriers up around the ankles. That's a nice job by the Wildcat defense.
Handoff again will go to Mercer as he'll be taken down at the line of scrimmage. Shellhorn along with Metzger and Hodge in on the stop there for the Wildcats. Brings up a 3rd and 6.
And right now the problem with yards after contact the Warriors have been having defensively, it's the exact opposite. It seems like the minute the Wildcat defenders get there, ball carriers going down. Not too many yards after contact so far by the Warriors.
Emerson lined up wide to the left here for the Warriors. And now Akins in motion. Klein will keep it himself, has a little bit of a crease, and it'll be Ryder Sample with the touchdown-saving tackle as Klein goes down at the 25-yard line or 26-yard line. They're going to mark the 26 here at King City.
Yeah, Ryder Sample definitely saved a touchdown there. Warriors will take the first down, but a really nice open field tackle there by Ryder Sample. Just wrapped him up around the knees and brought him down to save the touchdown.
3:13 left to play here in the first quarter. King City leads 16-8 Warriors with the football. Elliott Mercer on the handoff. And he's going to be down after he picks up enough yards to get about a first down as he's inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 12 on first down. That time by the sophomore running back Elliott Mercer, back from injury for the first time here this week.
Seth Miller's helmet popped off, so he comes out for a play. Cutter Peterson in for him.
So that's already with Jay Anthony taking the snaps tonight here for the Warriors as well. As Klein looking to pass, a little sidearm pass, gets it to Akins, and he's going to be taken down inside the 5-yard line, down to the 3. It's going to be enough for another first down as it's going to bring up a 1st and goal.
Miller comes back on the field, and I have a feeling they'll need him. Just have a feeling they'll go to Mercer here on the goal line. That's what they've done many times before in short yardage situations, and that's something they've missed in the past couple of weeks.
And for King City, Sample comes limping out of the ball game. So he goes to the King City sideline, so he's out for at least this play. As Mercer gets the handoff, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. Elliott Mercer from 3 yards away. Welcome back to the starting lineup. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Well, when Mercer was healthy, it was just about a guarantee that if it was short down in distance, they only needed 2 or 3 yards, 1 yard, they were going to Mercer every time. They trust him to come up in those situations.
2-point conversion attempt. Again, it's Mercer. And again he gets in. 2-point conversion is good. We're tied back up at 16 apiece. Just underneath 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. We're back with more when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
When you come to Mosaic Medical Center Albany, you get connected to highly skilled caregivers who are focused on enhancing your health right in your community. You'll receive great care while also being connected to Mosaic's resources in St. Joseph, Maryville, and even experts in the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Get connected to Mosaic Medical Center Albany and get connected to the care you deserve. Visit mymlc.com/Albany to schedule an appointment today.
Kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Again, it's going to be Tear Day, the foreign exchange student for the Warriors, kicking off. Back deep again is Ryder Sample. Remember, he limped off the field right before that touchdown run by Elliott Mercer. Seems to be okay as he's back in, standing about his own 14-yard line. And I think we're going to have a false start on the kickoff as that one was kicked out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It is going to be a false start here against the Warriors. This is going to push them back.
Yeah, and they've had in the past several weeks a few offsides penalties.
They've had at least one the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, and that's
But the other thing is, for the Warriors, their original starting kicker for kickoffs has been Elliott Mercer. And 4 weeks ago is when he got hurt. So it kind of makes a little sense when you have a little bit different timing on the kickoff, as Terraday will kick this one out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Penalty flags will fly for that. But I think that is exactly what Coach Fountain wanted to do, not let Ryder Sample return the kick.
Yeah,
and I think King City's going to make him kick it again. That is one of the options that they have. And they're going to make him kick it again, and they're going to make him kick it this time, I believe, from the 20.
Yeah, so I was going to say
they're basically tempting the Warriors to kick it to Ryder Sample.
Yeah, they're going to have to kick it. There was 2 straight kicks that went out of bounds.
Actually, I take that back. He's still going to kick from the 25.
Well, we'll see. See if he kicks it out of bounds again. That'd be something.
Hey, I saw a game between King City St. Joe Christian. They did it for about 4 or 5 times. And I do believe now they're going to switch it to the 20-yard line and not the 25.
Okay. I was going to say, I mean, what's stopping the Warriors from just continuing to kick it out of bounds if they're not going to move them back?
So they will re-kick from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see them kick it out of bounds again. They're going to have to kick this one in play.
Because now Sample is standing about his own 24-yard line. And this time Terraday will kick it the other way and kicks it deep. Sample has to go back. This one is going to roll inside the 5-yard line. Sample will pick it up, and he is going to be taken down at about the 10-yard line. And what a kick that time from Terraday.
Yeah, he booted that one down the field, and it rolled all the way to the 5.
So the student section giving him a big cheer as well. As, again, it's first time kicking this season, and he kicks one deep, and Sample had to pick it up at his own 3 and goes down about his own 12.
Well, any other normal kick, that would have been a touchback, but with the Warriors being so far back, that helped them out. The Wildcats are not in good field position.
And they're going to get a false start called here against King City.
Yeah, the Warriors jumped off first.
Warriors jumped off, but I believe the official here on this near side says that Tucker Mollis jumped offside as the wide receiver first. Let's see which both end officials. And it is going to be a false start called against King City. It's going to push them back 5 more yards.
Well, and it's hard to tell from this angle, but the defensive end for the Warriors might not have got all the way in the neutral zone.
Exactly, yes.
And so that would make the false start, of course, be the one they're going to call.
So a 1st and 15 from their own 7-yard line here for King City. As they reset the play clock, they get it set. And Carlson on the option here to Metzger. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds here by Klein at the 7-yard line. No yards picked up. It'll be a 2nd and 15.
Well, the Warriors all season long have played the option really, really well. I've yet to see it, I think, go for big yards all season. And right there again, they forced the pitch, and Klein was there to clean it up and force Metzger out of bounds, 2nd and 15.
And this time the handoff is going to go to Metzger, and he's going to be hit in the backfield inside the 5-yard line. Looks like they're going forward progress to the 5, a loss of 2 yards there on the carry.
Well, again, this is the exact situation Coach Fountain talked about in the pregame. You cannot bail out the offense here by letting them get a big 3rd down conversion. It's 3rd and 16. There's absolutely zero excuses why they should convert this. Defense has got to make a play.
I said in all the momentum right now with the Warriors after that long kickoff and a couple of negative plays here by King City. And Tucker Mollis gets the catch on the screen, and he's going to go down inside the 10, down at the 8-yard line. It'll be a 4th and 14, and King City is going to bring out the punting unit.
Really nice tackle there by Cameron Martin. He's been a great tackler all season for the Warriors in the open field, and a great defensive stand after the great kick by Terraday. For the Warriors.
Back to receive is Kyle Emerson back at about his own 32. Metzger will take a couple steps back. He will punt this one away here for King City. Metzger kicks it off. Emerson's going to let it bounce, and he's going to catch it off the bounce. And at his own 35-yard line, he's got some blockers as he cuts it back across field. He's inside the 10. Kyle Emerson, touchdown for the Warriors. He let it bounce and hit off a King City player, picked it up right off the bounce and immediately turned on the Jets.
What a play by Kyle Emerson to field that off the bounce. I'm not sure too many players would have the guts to try and field that off the bounce, because if you misplay it, you're going to get an earful from your coach. When he cut it back up the middle of the field, he had a small space to go through, a small lane, and he hit top speed, and he just flew through that. It's a shame we can't show it, because, man, he hit top speed and he was a blur all the way to the end zone.
So going for the 2-point conversion now. Here are the Warriors. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you live from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. That was the end of the first quarter, as the 2-point conversion attempt is going to be stuffed. Mercer on the carry, stuffed at the line of scrimmage. There on the stop was Zachary Hodge, but the Warriors put up some fireworks there at the end of the first quarter. They lead 22-16. We're back to start the second when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
Remember to kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Let's see if Ryder Sample takes a couple more steps back with Terday getting ready to kick off yet again here for the Warriors. Sample he'll now be back about his own 9-yard line. Last time he started about his own 14. Kick deep here to left side is going to roll inside the 10, picked up at the 8 here by Sample. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 13-yard line there by Keegan Schaefer, and another one that's going to pin King City back deep.
Yeah, it's something we don't talk about a lot, but the Warriors right now, they've really taken the upper hand in the field position battle. King City's really had to start deep in their own territory just about every time here. Now, in that first drive, they drove down the field and scored, but the Warriors done a nice job since then on defense when they pinned the Wildcats back.
3 receivers to the left. Again, alone in the backfield here is going to be Carlson. Looking to pass. Sees some pressure. Gets it off, and it's going to be just short. And unable to pick it up off the ground was Tucker Mollis as the pass falls incomplete. So the pass was low to avoid the defenders, but Mollis was unable to pick it up before it bounced and brings up a 2nd and 10 here for the Wildcats. Metzger now in at tight end on the right side with 3 receivers to the left. Here comes pressure from the Warriors. Carlson rolls out, looking to pass. Mullis, and as soon as the ball gets there, he's hit by Kyle Emerson, and the pass falls down incomplete.
Yeah, that gets a nice round of applause from the crowd. That was a nice hit by Emerson, and a nice job to time it up. Right as soon as the ball hit the hands, he laid a nice pop there, jarred the ball loose, and now it's 3rd down and 10. The Warrior defense trying to get their 2nd straight stop.
And it almost looked like maybe Carlson could have ran that ball and had enough for a 1st down, but elected to pass the ball. As this one a handoff to Metzger, gets tripped up at around the line of scrimmage, is going to lose a yard. As they're in on the stop that time for the Warriors was Elliott Mercer.
The Wildcats going to have to punt again, so a great opportunity here for the Warriors to take a 2-possession lead if they can execute on offense.
So it's going to be a 4th and 11 from the King City 12. Again, back to receive is Kyle Emerson. On to punt is Graham Metzger. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Metzger will kick this one off.
He's punted to the sideline. That's
smart. That's probably a smart idea, but he did not get it across midfield. Is going to be the bigger problem.
Thing is, though, is you'd almost rather just have that, try and give your defense a chance, because Kyle Emerson's just such a threat that you'd rather just, sacrifice some field position and give your defense a chance rather than giving Emerson a chance to take that back.
And they didn't give the Warriors the best spot there, as they're going to mark it right at midfield. But with 11:09 left to play here in the second quarter, Warriors lead 22-16. Handoff will go to Mercer. Gets a block, runs through a player, and takes this one out across the 30-yard line down to the 28, a gain of 12. And that's the Elliott Mercer that the Warriors have been missing here the past couple weeks.
Yeah, Mercer's starting to heat up a little bit here. You can feel it. He's starting to kind of look like he did earlier in the season. He's bounced off a couple of tackles. He's fighting for extra yards even as he's being brought down. It looks like he's getting warmed back up here.
On a 1st and 10, fake handoff to Mercer. Klein keeps it himself, pushing forward, and he's going to be just shy of the 25-yard line. Going to put him down at the 26. So that time, Klein kept it on the read option. Picks up 2 yards, brings up a 2nd and 8 here for the Warriors. Kyle Emerson is going to be lined up wide out to the right. Mercer and Klein in the backfield. And looks like Albany has an extra lineman in on the field with Porter Runnels as Mercer picks up about another short yard there on the play, brings up a 3rd and 7.
Well, they brought in the extra lineman and still only get about a yard. 3rd and 6 here. See what the Warriors do. It's about a moderate gain they'll have to get. Mercer's capable of getting it. They've gone to him in these situations before, but of course they always have Emerson. They always have Rippey. They got several threats here on offense.
So on a 3rd and 7, Emerson in motion. He'll take the handoff in the backfield. He's got the corner. He's going to take it into the end zone. Another touchdown for Kyle Emerson. He had a big game 2 weeks ago against King City, matching it again here already tonight. Kyle Emerson from 25 yards out. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. 28-16. Albany with the lead, 2-point conversion to follow.
Yeah, I was just about to say, not unlike the last game against King City, Kyle Emerson's really began to leave his imprint here on this game. He's taken over.
On the 2-point conversion attempt, it bobbled up. Klein takes it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. And it's a 30-16 Albany lead. 9:33 left to play here in the second. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel. Kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Again, it'll be Tear Day, Big T, as the students call him, kicking off for the Warriors with Sample back deep at about his own 6-yard line. Another deep kick that's going to bounce inside the 15 and go out of bounds. And we'll see what King City will elect to do, if they will take the football or whether they will make Albany kick off again. I think they're just going to take the football this time. Maybe the right idea.
Well, now for the Wildcats, this is a big moment for them in the game. They trail by 14. They've gone 3 and out 2 times in a row now on offense. They have to try and get some of that early momentum they had back, or they risk really putting themselves in a bad position, especially with what we've seen from the Warriors when they get up. Their offensive line does a really nice job of giving their running back room to run. They can really start milking the clock.
Carlson on the snap, looking to pass, has some room to move up in the pocket and does, takes off, breaks out of one tackle, still on his feet as he's wrapped up here by Emerson across the 35-yard line as he gets down to the 37, a gain of about 12 there on the play.
Yeah, King City needed a play like that to start this drive off, get their offense going here, get their crowd into it a little bit more. That's just what they needed here on this drive.
9:15 left to play here in the second quarter. Albany leads 30-16. Carlson hands off to Metzger. Waited till the last moment to hand it off, and Klein will knock Metzger out of bounds as Metzger crosses midfield down to the 39-yard line.
Another nice hit by the Warriors, this time by Chase Klein to to force Metzger out of bounds. That wasn't just a push. That was a hard hit on Metzger's way out of bounds. But nonetheless, it's a solid gain on first down of 4. So 2nd and 6 here for the Wildcats coming up.
Lined out wide to the right is going to be Perman it's Bowden. Out to the left is going to be Sample as Carlson looking to pass. A penalty flag flies.
Going to be a hold on
as
King City.
Bowden catches it inside the 35-yard line, but this one's coming back due to a hold.
Yeah, Warriors looked like they were trying to keep some contain on Carlson and not let him roll out. And Miller was kind of just holding that edge there, tried to pull off the block, and he ended up getting held. And that kind of puts the Wildcats behind the chains here as they were putting together a nice drive. Those types of penalties tend to be drive killers at times. King City's going to need a big play.
It's going to push King City back to their own 32-yard line. So it'll be a 2nd and 15. Carlson will take the snap, hand off to Metzger, and he's going to be taken down at the line of scrimmage as a penalty flag flies in late. And I think it's going to be going against the Warriors.
Face mask on the Warriors, so
that's going to be enough for a first down here for King City because of the penalty.
Yeah, that'll give King City just what they needed because that was not much of a gain at all right there, but it's going to give them a first down, and that's exactly what they needed.
And it's going to take it all the way to the Albany 33-yard line. So a 15-yard penalty will give a first down.
Actually going to be 3rd and barely a yard.
Whew.
Or 2nd and barely a yard, I guess. I mean, they were right at the first down marker here.
So a 2nd and an inch is what it looks to be about. Carlson on the option will flip it over to Metzger, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds by Klein. He is going to have enough for a first down as it gets down to, looks to be about the 32.
Yeah, they didn't get much, but they also didn't need very much there as they pick up the first down. And that face mask penalty, King City really needs to take advantage of it. They were in a bad spot there after the holding. Warriors gave them a break. They need to take advantage.
And a fumble on the read option. I said Carlson tried to pull it back from Metzger and lost it, but was able to fall back on it at the line of scrimmage.
Carlson's been holding on to that ball a very long time, and it almost led to a fumble on a few plays. And there it did lead to a fumble, but luckily for the Wildcats, it bounced right back up into the arms of Carlson. Sometimes that football could take a funny bounce and get away from you, but they're fortunate there that it didn't.
Yeah, the lopsided ball will take funny bounces. 7 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. And taking off with it again is going to be Carlson, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 25-yard line. Mark him out to either the 26 or 27. They're going to mark him down at the 26.
Well, barring just a massive loss here on 3rd down by King City, they'll get 2 chances at this conversion here. So if they don't get it, they'll for sure get another chance. But you got to get it to 4th and 1, something like that to kind of get yourself a good spot here.
On the 3rd and 4, Carlson will take the snap, flips it here to Ryder Sample. And Kyle Emerson comes running in, pushes Sample out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It'll be a loss of a few yards as they're going to push him out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Well, it was a loss. They're still in territory where they're going to go for it here, but it's going to be tough. It's 4th and 9.
I said you saw when they gave it to Sample, all of a sudden out of the corner of my eye, I saw a flash coming running at him. I knew it had to be Kyle Emerson. And he's able to knock Sample out of bounds at the 31. Carlson looking deep for Mollis, and it's going to be overthrown, incomplete. There on coverage was Cameron Martin.
I don't really know what happened there.
He had some separation, but there was some pressure on Carlson and just overthrew that pass a little bit. But Mollis has been limping quite a bit after getting hit by Kyle Emerson on their last possession.
Yeah, he tried to turn on the jets to get that one that was overthrown, but just too far away from him. And the Warriors get off the field, and they have a chance here to go up by 3 possessions.
1st and 10 here for the Warriors from their own 31-yard line. 5:44 left to play here in the second quarter. Warriors are going to play tight football here with Mercer in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff. He's going to rush up the middle, and he's going to have his forward progress stopped at the 35. Be a gain of about 4 yards there on first down for Mercer. So it'll bring up now a 2nd and 6. Actually, it put him down at the 34, so it'll be a 2nd and 7. Again, Kyle Emerson right now playing more of a wingback position here for the Warriors as he's in motion. He's going to get the handoff. He's already thrown it once. This time he takes off and he gets thrown across the first down yard marker. He got wrapped up about 3 yards short, but got thrown, and it was just enough to get the first down across midfield down to the King City 38-yard line.
Yeah, I think given the Wildcats' experience with Kyle Emerson this season, I think they're happy with anything that keeps him out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Because he's
well, I mean,
really,
he's done it everything tonight. He's run, he's caught a couple passes, he's thrown a pass, he's returned a punt.
Yeah, he's done a little bit of everything.
And this time, read option. Klein will keep it as he'll lower his shoulder, as he'll be taken down by Metzger and Boone at about the 35-yard line. So the Warriors running it right at this King City defense, trying to continue to keep momentum on their side as they continue to run clock with already a 2-possession lead. And it's a 2nd and 7 upcoming. Mercer gets the handoff, gets met at the line of scrimmage, and he'll pick up a yard as he was met that time by Boone and Kavian Aborn. So it'll be a 3rd and 6 upcoming. The Warriors need the 28 for a first down. They'll take the snap from the King City 34. 3:35 left to play here in the second quarter. Warriors trying to get King City to jump offside. They don't. Hand off to Mercer, trying to spin his way out of some tackles. And he'll pick up again just short yardage there, maybe a gain of about 2 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they're in Wildcat territory. They'll go for this one. I think they would have liked to get maybe a few more yards, make it a 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, but still this 4th down is very convertible for the Warriors. They just have to execute here. Wonder if they'll go to Mercer again. Last time they gave it to Emerson on kind of a jet sweep type play. He found the edge and made it all the way to the end zone, and they're going to call timeouts to think this one over.
It'll be their second Petty John Auto Center timeout here of the half. Remember, during this timeout, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Don't forget, tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life's values, your friends at Albany TV and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri. 2:53 left to play here in the second quarter, 30-16. Albany with the lead here over King City. It's a big 4th and 4 upcoming here for the Warriors.
Yeah, and the Warriors took a timeout there to try and get their best play here in this situation. This is a big 4th down here. We're under 3 minutes to go in the first half. They're trying to get this to 3 possessions. Luckily for the Warriors, they've got a lot of different directions they can go. Klein can run, Mercer can run, Emerson can run and catch. We'll see what they do.
Emerson lined up wide right. They're going to fake the option, looking for Zane Rippey at the first down yard marker. And it's going to fall incomplete, and it will be a turnover on downs.
Tried to whip that one in there to Rippey, but first of all, it was going to be a tight window to fit that ball in. And
it was going to be close to it was going to be a first down as well.
Yeah, and Rippey just couldn't quite come up with it. I think it was a little behind him. Couldn't quite wrangle that one in, but a big stop there by the Wildcats. They have a chance here with 2:48 left. They can try and, if they manage the clock like this, they can get a 2 for 1. Of course, they'll take a quick score. Any team would. but they can also go for a 2-for-1 if that opportunity presents itself.
3 receivers to the left. Carlson looking to pass, and it's going to fall incomplete. And it will bring up now a 2nd and 10.
Good pressure there by the Warriors, forces Carlson to get rid of it quickly, and a couple of Wildcat receivers are going deep down the field, and that one was well short, but Carlson had to get rid of it.
It looks like it'll be Wayne Scott and Bowden lining up wide to the right. Wide to the left is going to be Tucker Mollis. In the backfield is going to be Metzger as Wayne Scott in motion. On the option to pitch out to Metzger. And he's going to be hit in the backfield and taken down at the 30 or 31-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play.
Good job by Klein there. I had no idea where the ball was. Klein read that one all the way through and blew that play up in the backfield.
Brings up a 3rd and 12 here for the Wildcats with 2:15 left to play here in the second quarter. Again, wide to the left is going to be Mollis and Wayne Scott. To the right is going to be Bowden. Metzger in the backfield. Carlson has some pressure. Looking. Gets rid of it. Finds Bowden wide open across the middle of the field. He's going to be pushed down of bounds right as he gets across the first down yard marker. Down at the 37-yard line here of Albany.
Again, pressure there on Carlson, Andrew Wiles, and some other Warriors involved with that pressure. But over the middle of the field, Emerson got beat there and had to push the Wildcat receiver out of bounds, and a big first down conversion for King City.
So a 1st and 10 here for the Wildcats. As another quick pass, this time out to Mollis on the screen. He's going to be taken down after a short 2-yard pickup. Cameron Martin there on the stop, as Mollis is a little slow to get up.
Yeah, again, Martin, he's always going low for the knees, not dirty hits or anything. Just he's really been excellent this season at wrapping up down below the knees, and just a little bit slow there, but he's all right.
So 2nd and 8 from the 35-yard line. Looking across the middle, and Bowden can't bring that one in as the pass will fall incomplete. That one hit right off the hands of Bowden, but as soon as the ball hit his hands, you could see his head turn just a little bit. He's caught a couple and been hit immediately by Emerson, was looking for another one.
Yeah, I think he would have taken another big hit there too, but let me say, you're going to get hit anyway, might as well catch it, right?
Carlson again drops back to pass, has some time, looking across the field. Tucker Mollis wide open, and he's going to be thrown down by Klein inside the 15, down to the 12.
Yeah, Martin frustrated with himself there.
I believe he fell and slipped on the field as Mollis wide open, and Carlson had time, was able to sit back there and kind of figure out what to do, and this time he finds his man.
Yeah, this grass does have a tendency to be pretty slick, and we saw it there. Martin goes down and allows a big gain there.
So 1st and 10 from the 12 to Mollis. This time it's going to be knocked away here by Martin, as Mollis, again, continually slow to get up, as that one's knocked away there by Martin, and I think they're going to send Mollis off for at least a play.
Excellent job there by Martin. He got one arm around Mollis and then used the other one to bat it away just in case he missed it. He was still going to be able to wrap it up for the tackle there. Nice job by Martin.
Checking in now is going to be Tristan Taylor here for the Wildcats. Unknown reasoning. Ryder Sample not in on this drive here for King City. As Metzger gets hit in the backfield, blown up, it's the senior Andrew Wiles. As he takes Metzger down, and they're going to put him down. It looked to be about the 15-yard line, and a timeout going to be called here by King City with 49 seconds left here in the second quarter. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Welcome back out again here to Albany. Warriors lead 30-16, 49 seconds left here in the half. A 3rd and 13 upcoming here for King City. During that timeout, did notice Ryder Sample is on the King City sideline, does not have his helmet on though. So uncertain about what that is about and if he will be back or not. We did see him limping a couple of times, but we've seen the same thing for Mollis. As Mollis is back out on the field. Looking to the end zone for Shellhorn. He'll bring it in. Touchdown, King City.
Well, King City called a timeout there, called that play, and they ran it to perfection. Shellhorn wide open over the middle of the field. Brought that ball in, one of the easiest touchdowns he's ever going to get. But the Warriors, after this two-point conversion, still will have 45 seconds to try and respond. If they don't, however, King City will be in a good position out of the half to either tie it or take the lead.
Officials are going to come here and talk here about this real quick. I'm not certain what that is. Remember, though, you can score a touchdown, too, in the Litchfield United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. They did King City set up on a screen pass that time to Tucker Mollis, and Josiah Shellhorn just kind of ran up the middle. He was the one who caught the pass in the end zone. And officials' meeting is done, so the two-point conversion upcoming here for the Wildcats. Looking for the end zone, and the pass going to be behind Caden Wainscott. It'll fall incomplete. Two-point conversion will fail. And it is a 30-22, 8-point Albany lead. 45 seconds remain. Warriors with one timeout remaining. We'll be back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Pettyjohn Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Pettyjohn Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Kicking off again is going to be Graham Metzger from his own 30-yard line. Again, they're going to kick it on the ground. Martin will pick it up at about his own 22, trying to bring it out to the near sideline before he slips on some wet grass down at the 32-yard line.
Well, Warriors have a timeout remaining in 41 seconds. There's plenty of time to get something going here and get in the end zone. We'll see here if they're able to do that. But like I said, plenty of time here, 41 seconds.
We've seen a lot shorter already this season.
Yes, we have.
1.7. Over in Pattonsburg, where Pattonsburg was able to score to end the second half. 1st and 10 here for the Warriors from the 32. They'll get it out to Mercer. Has blockers in front and some room. And Mercer's going to be tripped up as he crosses the 30-yard line down at the 20. And they might be getting Zane Rippey here for a hold. They got Mercer down at the 26-yard line at the moment. And they are going to get a hold called against Zane Rippey at about the 31-yard line here at King City. Still not going to be bad field position. They are going to be short of the first down, as I believe it's going to put them back to about the 39-yard line of Albany.
Yeah, just going to bring them back a little bit. That's one thing that differentiates high school is that it's from the spot of the foul, not from the line of scrimmage.
So Albany will take the snap on their own 39-yard line. And it is a 2nd and a few. Looking deep for Emerson. Goes up and unable to pull it in. Darwin Bowden playing tight coverage. As the pass will fall incomplete. And the Warriors need the 38-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, and that first play, it did take a lot of their time, basically cut it in half. They've only got time for about 3 or 4 more plays now.
In motion is going to be Martin. Faking the handoff. Klein keeps it himself, has the first down as he gets across the 35-yard line down to the 34, and Albany is going to call a timeout. It'll be their final Petty John Auto Center timeout. We'll be back after this timeout when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades. And welcome back out again here to Albany. 12 seconds left here in the half. 1st and 10 for the Warriors coming from the King City 34-yard line.
Well, 12 seconds left, no timeouts. You're going to have to either...
And they're going to have some trickery here as they're going to line Seth Miller up all the way on the left. Warriors are going to get the snap off. Jace Palmer throws it deep. Kyle Emerson, touchdown Warriors! Warriors pull out trickery, put Seth Miller out all the way to the left, and it's a pass from Chase Klein to Jace Palmer, and then he throws it deep for Emerson. Officials are going to talk about this here, and it is going to be a touchdown for the Warriors.
Well, we were talking about whether or not they were saving stuff for this game. They've never – had a couple of times or a couple of different things in this game they've never done before. They put the backup quarterback in, Jace Palmer, to take the pass from Klein, and they got Emerson wide open over the top for a big score here late in the first half.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you live from United Country Nelson Real Estate agent Tammy Wynn-Siddons. 2-point conversion. Elliott Mercer slips in the backfield. 2-point conversion will fail, but the Warriors pick up another touchdown here before the half ends. 6 seconds remain. It's a 36-22 Albany lead. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
In life, as in football, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance. Someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy.
To get started, contact Nick Smith, a financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Again, it'll be Tear Day kicking off here for the Warriors. Back to receive the kick this time, I believe, is Carter Heinrich for King City, back at about his own 12. This one bounces. Heinrich will pick it up at his own 12. And he is going to be taken down as he crosses the 20-yard line. J. Anthony Porter Runnels there on the stop down at the 21-yard line. And 1 second remaining here in Albany.
Warriors have been in this position before over at Pattonsburg. They had to get a stop with 1 second left. They couldn't do it. They cannot let that happen again here.
I think King City is going to kneel this one out and take it into halftime trailing by 14. And that's exactly what they will do. So that will end the first half of play. Albany leads 36-22. And remember, tonight's halftime is brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. We'll have a chat with the Albany Warriors head softball coach Ashley Wilmus as they wrap up their season. With the interview, we'll be back with that here in a moment here on Albany TV. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
If
If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
King City Lumber can help you with all of your building needs. Whether you need help with your garage, tool shed, something commercial, or farm and agricultural, the experts at King City Lumber can help you find tools and materials, help you get your job done quickly and cost efficiently. King City Lumber, where customer satisfaction is their primary goal. Visit King City Lumber today, where they look forward to serving you.
And welcome back into the Albany Hy-Vee halftime. We are here with the Albany Lady Warrior softball coach and Ashley Wilmus. And coach, your team had a great season, going to school record 27 wins, co-conference champions, 4 first-place tournament finishes, a second-place tournament finish, finishing second in districts. Kind of talk about how the accomplishments that you had in that first season felt.
Yeah, they kind of blew us out of the water. I mean, the girls set goals at the beginning of the year, and our one goal was just to win one tournament. They hadn't won a tournament in several years, and so they were just surprised and shocked and proud of themselves for winning 4 of them. And so I think with doing all that in one season, these girls have a taste of what winning looks like and accomplishments look like, and having pride in their team and their school and their town. And so I really think it's like setting a huge tone from here on out for girls coming to play softball.
And then this year you had a very young core to this team. You'll lose out on 3 seniors, Keely Siddons, Kaylee Smith, and Keely Fish. Talk about what those players meant to this team and what you hope your returning players learn from them.
Yeah, we're kind of losing. I know we're not losing a lot, but we're kind of losing some key players, especially Keely Siddons in center field. She was fantastic. Great leader, great speed, can cover so much ground, and especially with having 2 freshman outfielders, kind of having a senior leadership of like, hey, I'll take control if you need me, but you can do your own thing. So these girls are going to have to step up, and I don't think that's anything new because a lot of them were so young they have to step up anyways, but they definitely are going to have to fill holes that we'll notice for sure.
And then talking about that young core, what are you hoping to see out of them during this off season to prepare them to build off of the successes of this past season for next year?
I'm excited for off season, being that I only was here over the summer for about a month prior to softball starting. We didn't really get a whole lot of time to work on anything. And so with the success we've had throughout the season, these girls see what it needs to take or what it takes to be able to be at that top tier level. And so I think off season wise, we'll have a lot of turnout, even those who are in other sports. I think they're going to get out and do off season on their own because they know what that winning sensation feels like, and they don't like it. This is probably the one team where I saw the most upset players afterwards. But that's because they have so much heart, so much love for the game and each other. So I think really off season is going to be fantastic, and then leading into the summer, I think we're going to grow exponentially just from this fall.
All right. Well, Coach, it's been a pleasure calling and following this team this year. I hope for an even better season next year, and we'll be back with the stats from the first half in just a moment here on Albany TV. Now that the weather is turning colder, there is still one place that is sunny, warm, and dry for you to play golf: Wildcat Links in King City. So come and play amazing courses like St. Andrews or Pebble Beach and watch the game at the same time while never leaving the area. Don't forget to sign up for their Winter Golf League going on now. Wildcat Links is perfect for the whole family.
featuring a golf simulator, multiple TVs, shuffleboard, pool table, drinks, and food. Wildcat Links in King City, your local golf oasis. The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany has gifts for every occasion. The Briar Patch can help you with fresh flowers, green plants, candles, willow tree angels, customized cups, and so much more. They also deliver your gift items. Don't forget, the Briar Patch also features tuxedo rentals for all occasions. To schedule a fitting for your tux or to order your one-of-a-kind gifts, call the Briar Patch on the square in Albany at 660-726-4170. The Legacy Event Center at East Fork Lodge, just north of Albany, is a 7,500 square foot beautifully decorated event space that includes a caterer's kitchen, walk-in fridge, and ice machine. The Legacy provides a rustic elegance to your special day with intricate woodworking and natural barnwood walls. The Legacy is home to a black and white grand staircase that makes entrances for special couples unforgettable. A chapel on the property is perfect for intimate ceremonies or phenomenal photo opportunities. Email Jamie at eastforklodge.com or visit the website eastforklodge.com for more information on the Legacy Event Center. Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. And welcome back out again here to Albany at the half. It's a 36-22 Albany lead with, again, the Warriors scoring right there before halftime on a little bit of a trickery play on, it was a wide receiver screen pass to the backup quarterback who threw deep to Kyle Emerson for the touchdown, and that kind of put the Warriors up 2 touchdowns there before the half. Again, like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany and the Hoag Lumber Company in Albany. The Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Johnson Controls in Albany, along with the Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany, along with Sublime Flamingo Boutique LLC in Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant. Brown Plumbing, the City of Albany. King City Lumber in King City and Wildcat Links in King City. Grumpy Toe Toggery in Albany, along with Williams Construction. The Albany Booster Club, the Albany, King City, and Union Star School Districts, and the Perennial New Shopper located in Albany. Also like to thank all of our family sponsors. Anthony Livestock Trucking wants to wish the Warriors the best of luck. The Tom and Rhonda Schneider family. The Donnie and Nancy Stevens family. The Dustin Trimble and Missy Martin family for their favorite senior, Cameron Martin. The Ryan and Heather Locklear family for their favorite senior, Kaylee Locklear. The Bush Pilots. The family of Brent and Vicky Klein. Tara, Brad, and Cole Emerson for their favorite senior, Kyle Emerson. Randy and Cindy Klein want to wish the Warriors the best of luck. And the number one fans for the coaches, Sarah Fountain, Cameron Nichols, and Amanda Hamilton, want to wish Coach Fountain, Coach Nichols, Coach Hamilton, and Coach Davis the best of luck in the playoffs. 36-22 here at the half. Let's take a look at the stats. Passing tonight, Chase Klein 5 for 10 passing for 74 yards and a touchdown. Jace Palmer 1 for 1 passing for 34 yards and a touchdown. Kyle Emerson 1 for 1 passing for 22 yards. Receiving tonight, Kyle Emerson 2 catches, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns. Trevor Akins 2 catches for 24 yards. Elliott Mercer 2 catches for 23 yards. Zane Rippey 1 catch for 22 yards. Rushing the football tonight for the Warriors, Elliott Mercer 10 carries, 37 yards and a touchdown. Kyle Emerson 2 carries, 33 yards and a touchdown. Chase Klein 5 carries for 27 yards. Cameron Martin 1 carry tonight for no yards. For King City, Landon Carlson 5 for 12 passing tonight for 56 yards and a touchdown. Receiving for King City, Tucker Mollis 3 catches for 28 yards. Josiah Shellhorn 1 catch for 15 yards and a touchdown. Darwin Bowden 1 catch for 13 yards. Rushing the football tonight for King City, Graham Metzger leading the way, 12 carries, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Landon Carlson 7 carries for 33 yards. Ryder Sample 1 carry for -5 yards. And Brent, just Graham Metzger finishes the half, 12 carries, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. About midway through the first quarter, about like 5 minutes left, Metzger had I believe it was like 87 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. The Warriors kind of were able to neutralize him a little bit towards the end of the first quarter and start of the second quarter.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Over the course of this half, the Warriors really got off to a poor start defensively, but they've really done a much better job just all across the board tackling. They did a better job just filling those gaps, not letting Metzger, fight for those extra yards. But at the same time, Landon Carlson's broke off a couple of deep ones too. So it's not like they completely slowed down or stopped this King City offense entirely, but they had done a much better job. And offensively, again, that first drive, they really didn't do a whole lot. It was 3 and out. But they've really gotten to a groove here offensively in doing a bunch of different things. Kyle Emerson's throwing a touchdown pass. Jace Palmer's throwing a touchdown pass.
Kyle Emerson did not throw a touchdown pass, but he threw a pass.
He did throw a pass. Yeah, yes. It wasn't a touchdown. You're right.
However, he has caught 2 of them.
He's completed a pass
yes.
And then scored a couple of his own on a punt return and some catches as well. So they've done a little bit of everything in this game, and they're hoping to keep that momentum going. Defense has looked a lot better. Offense has found its groove. Elliott Mercer seems to be kind of getting back into game form. He kind of got off to a slow start, but we're starting to see some more Elliott Mercer type runs. So they're hoping for a big second half.
And the big story here for King City, that they played that entire last series without Ryder Sample. Tucker Mollitz has gotten up limping a couple of times. We'll see if really for King City, who's going to be able to stay on the field for the rest of the game. Will Ryder Sample come back into this game? We're not uncertain. Well, we didn't see – he limped off the field 1 or 2 times but then came back out. But we're uncertain what his status will be for the second half. Tucker Mollitz has had to come off a couple times. We're uncertain what his status is. That kind of takes away some of your passing threats. I mean, Darwin Bowden, who is probably your second or third option to start most games, right now is your number 1 option. And then you're looking at some fill-in players with Caden Wainscott as well as Carter Heinrich coming in. And then it's just who is going to be those people that are going to make those plays here for King City. But really, Brett, the one surprising thing, the way this game really turned around was it was Terday that came in to kick off for Albany, kicked a couple out of bounds and pinned King City deep after kicking off from his own 20-yard line. Ryder Sample had to pick it up at his own 3, ended up being taken down at his own 12. King City had a false start. All of a sudden they're starting at their own 7, weren't able to get it past the 10-yard line, ended up having to punt. Kyle Emerson picks the ball up off of a bounce with 3 King City defenders around him, somehow makes some magic. I don't know. I don't know how he gets out of these little areas that he puts himself in, but somehow finds some space, goes across the field, finds his way into the end zone, and that really kind of has been the big separator because King City had a lot of momentum early in the ball game. Albany was kind of fighting back with them. They pinned King City deep. They got that punt return. All of the momentum moved on to Albany's side after that.
Yeah, and if you look at this drive by drive, it kind of that kick from Terday really kind of has been the tipping point. It seems like the Warriors have kind of seized the momentum since that. And you kind of mentioned the injury problems that King City's had. If you think back to the first game between King City and Albany, it was a very, very back and forth game. And the Warriors kind of pulled away at the end, and it was kind of right when Ryder Sample went out, when the Warriors pulled away. He had really left his mark on that game, and he hasn't really done it to this point, but he's still a threat on offense no matter what. So him being out, and they've had a couple of other guys come up, a little bit gimpy as well, and a lot of teams they've got a few guys, and if those guys go out, they really struggle to move the ball. King City's going to, and we don't know for sure if Sample's going to come back, but if he doesn't, King City's going to have to find a way, but it's going to be tough for him.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the scores from around Missouri 8-man football tonight, starting with the other district semifinal in District 7. In the third quarter, it's Worth County with a 14-8 lead at the moment over Platte Valley. Again, that game being played down in Barnard at Platte Valley. District 8 at the half, it's Knox County leading over North Shelby 28-22. And Paris leads over Schuyler County last check in the second quarter, 40-30. Take a look at some other scores. District 4, it's Bramer with the big halftime lead, 48-6 over Santa Fe. And it's Wellington Napoleon leading over Norburn Hardin Central, 13-0 at half in District 3. Concordia leads over Sweet Springs at half, 42-6. And Northwest Hughesville leading over Slater, 22-16. In District 1 semifinals, it's Lockwood with a big lead over Liberal in the second quarter, 50-0. New Heights Christian Academy leading over Greenfield, 42-36. That was a second quarter score as well. In District 2 at the half, it's Archie with a big 57-0 lead over Rich Hill. The other District 2 semifinal, it's Appleton City with a 58-30 lead over Drexel. That was a second quarter score. In District number 5, Bishop LeBlanc with a big lead over DeKalb in the second quarter, 40-0. At the half, it's Plattsburgh leading over St. Joseph Christian, 22-8. And then in District 6, it's Rockport with the close lead over East Atchison in the second quarter, 28-20. And at the half, Nottoway Valley with a small lead over North Andrew, 18-12. Again, those are all the scores going on in Missouri 8-man football tonight. Again, you can check out that scoreboard on Missouri 8-Man Football's Facebook page, as Devin Albertson does a great job updating that scoreboard throughout the night. You can check it out there, as well as he continues to keep everything updated. Also, I believe, is at Platte Valley versus Worth County tonight. So he is giving updates from that game as well. Here at the half, it's 36-22 in favor of the Warriors. Remember, tonight's halftime brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. We'll be back with the second half Smith Prudential Financial kickoff when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Sublime Flamingo Boutique is now your full-service homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in on Saturday from 10 to 1 to browse our selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Flamingo has hundreds of dresses in stock. Drop in, find us on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. Brown Plumbing in Albany is the oldest family-owned business in Gentry County. This means that not only do they know you, but you know them. For plumbing or heating and air service that you have already trusted for years, call Brown Plumbing today at 660-726-5716. That's 660-726-5716. Brown Plumbing in Albany, your trusted plumber.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get ready to start second half action tonight. As Albany leads 36-22, Albany will kick off to start out the second half. They will kick from right to left here to start. King City will move from left to right.
And a quick note, that entire halftime, Ryder Sample never put his helmet back on. So not a great sign for King City. Doesn't really mean he's not going to play, but certainly not an encouraging sign for his status going forward.
No, he's had that off pretty much since late or about midway through that second quarter. He does have his helmet back on now on the sideline as he's right across from me at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he does.
So remember, kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. However, with him having his helmet on, he is not coming out onto the field with the kickoff return unit. I believe they might add 3 more minutes onto this halftime as well.
Yeah, while the team was warming up, he wasn't doing any of the halftime stretching and stuff. So not a definite on his status, but not an encouraging sign if you are a fan of the Wildcats and wanting to see him get back in the game.
Yes, and if that is the case for King City, they're going to have to find somebody else to provide big plays for them here in this second half. Well, we've got a break. Remember, whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at Albany TV and the Missouri State High School Activities Association. 36-22, Albany with the lead. I'd like to again thank our sponsors. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company. Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Johnson Controls in Albany, along with the Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. Sublime Flamingo Boutique LLC in Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant. Brown Plumbing. The City of Albany. King City Lumber in King City. Wildcat Links in King City. Grumpy Toad Toggery in Albany. Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, Albany, King City, and Union Star School Districts, and the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. Also like to thank our family sponsors. Anthony Livestock Trucking, wanting to wish the Warriors the best of luck. The Tom and Rhonda Schneider family, the Donnie and Nancy Stevens family, the Dustin Trimble and Missy Martin family for their favorite senior, Cameron Martin. The Ryan and Heather Locklear family for their favorite senior, Kaylee Locklear. The Bush Pilots, the family of Brent and Vicky Klein. Tara Brad and Cole Emerson for their senior, Kyle Emerson. Randy and Cindy Klein want to wish the Warriors the best of luck. And your number one fans, Sarah Fountain, Cameron Nichols, and Amanda Hamilton, want to wish Coach Fountain, Coach Nichols, Coach Hamilton, and Coach Davis the best of luck in the playoffs. And the kickoff by Tearday is a deep one that is going to die and bounce out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Carter Heinrich was back deep again for King City and does not have a chance to return it. King City going to take the football, I believe, at the 25-yard line.
Well, King City coming back out to start the second half, not seeing Sample out with the offense, so looks like he's going to be out at least to start this second half. King City going to have to find a way without him.
So the illegal procedure as the ball goes out of bounds, King City takes over on their own 25-yard line. It'll be Metzger to the right of his quarterback, Carlson. Looking to pass across the middle, finds Mollis, and immediately going to get hit by Cameron Martin at the 30-yard line. They're going to put him across the 30 down to the 31. So we talked about Mollis, who's been hit a few times and gotten up slow. Looked to be fine after getting hit on that one. Brings up a 2nd and 4. Bowden out going to be wide out to the left. Wayne Scott to the right. Carlson again looking to pass. Here comes some pressure. And he's going to throw it out of bounds as he's hit that time by Klein. A penalty flag down for a hold, but I believe there's also, I don't know if he got it across the line of scrimmage. They could also have an intentional grounding here as well. So we're going to see what this is called. But I believe it's going to be intentional grounding as he did not get it past the line of scrimmage. They're going to call the hold. They're going to put him back at the 22-yard line. They're going to have an official's timeout here. I said Coach Fountain is asking about that intentional grounding.
Yeah, because that would be a loss of down.
It would be a loss of down as well. I mean, King City had this called last week or 2 weeks ago whenever they threw it away from in the end zone, and it ended up being a safety for the Warriors.
But I don't think the Warriors are going to get it.
They're not going to get what they wanted on that one. So it'll be a 2nd and 13 coming up here for King City. As here comes some pressure again on Carlson. Trying to slide away, wrapped up, thrown down, Zane Rippey with the Albany Hy-Vee sack back at the 15, and a penalty flag going to fly out at the end as well. Remember, you can fill your grocery sack with all your tailgating favorites, your tailgate headquarters, your Albany Hy-Vee, and they're going to get a horse collar tackle called here against Zane Rippey.
You don't see that a lot on the quarterback. Normally that's when a defender is chasing down somebody or coming in from the side. You don't see that a ton on a sack, but that's going to be a major blow to the Warriors and very, very helpful for the Wildcats.
as that is going to put them at the 30-yard line. Not going to be enough for a first down.
But this second down is a lot
But it's going to be
easier.
a second and about 5. As Metzger gets the handoff this time from Carlson, he's going to be tripped up right at the first down yard marker. He's going to have enough, as again, it is going to be Cameron Martin on the stop as Metzger picks up 6 yards. They're on second down. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 36-yard line. Mollis going to line up wide out to the right as Metzger going to get the late handoff. As Carlson and Metzger almost didn't get that one off. It was kind of bobbled on the late read option, but Metzger hit at the line of scrimmage. That's where he is going to have his momentum stopped. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Again, Mollis wide to the right. Bowden, the wingback position on the right side, as they're going to throw a little screen out to Bowden. He's going to be tripped up, but he's going to get across midfield as Trevor Akins on the stop. They're going to mark him down at the 40-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and 6.
Well, Warrior defense kept that one from breaking big here. It's 3rd down and 6. Kind of in-between territory here. King City, if they get this to about a 4th and 1, 4th and 2, they'll probably go for it.
Carlson looking to pass from pressure across the middle and catching it right near the first down yard marker is Bowden, and they are going to give him enough for a first down down to the 26 or down to the 34-yard line of Albany.
Yeah, it was close, and even if they didn't give him the first down, they were definitely going to go for it anyway, and they wouldn't have had to pick up very much. But big 3rd down for King City, and they continue to drive down the field.
1st and 10, Warriors lead by 14, 9:35 left to play here in the 3rd. 2 receivers to the left as Carlson keeps it this time on the read option. And again, he's going to be hit in the backfield. It's Andrew Wiles that throws him down. Back at the 30-70-yard line. So Carlson tried to escape but couldn't get out of the arms of Wiles as it brings up a 2nd and 13 here for the Wildcats. 9 minutes left to play here in this 3rd quarter. Bowden and Mollis lined up, bunched up to the left. Carlson looking to pass and unable to catch it on the sideline there is Bowden as he trying to come back for it. Cameron Martin there in on the coverage.
Well, 3rd down and long now. This is an opportunity for the Warriors in a situation where they have to get off the field here. It's 3rd and 13. They don't want to bail King City out here and give them a big conversion.
Mollis and Bowden out wide to the right. They're going to throw it to Metzger in the backfield. He's going to be hit immediately. Tried to go for a little swing pass out to the running back Metzger, and he's back in King City territory at the King City 37.
Oh, yeah, King City's going to have to punt now as it's 4th and 19. They're back in their own territory here. Nice stand there by the Warrior defense to, despite giving up some yards, getting off the field.
Warriors don't put Emerson back just in case. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Metzger looking to punt or throw it here on 4th and long, and pass intended. That time for Mollis going to be way overthrown, and it's going to fall incomplete. That time the Warriors did not send Emerson back, thinking they might try that fake punt. And they do, and they are unable to convert.
Yeah, that was a very off-target throw there. That really never had a chance of being completed, and now the Warriors.
And it was still going to be about 7 or 8 yards short of the first down as well.
Yeah, so the Warriors with favorable field position here, starting in King City territory, a chance to extend this lead.
1st and 10 for the Warriors from the King City 37. Emerson lined up wide to the left. In motion that time goes Akins out of the backfield as Klein rushes forward across the 35-yard line down to the 34. That's going to put him just across the 35-yard line, so a gain of 2 on first down for Klein. will bring up a 2nd and long 7. Warriors need the 27-yard line of King City for a first down. Faking the handoff, looking deep for Emerson, has some separation, and he's going to take it to the end zone. Touchdown. Darwin Bowden tried to swat it out of his hands at the last moment, but Emerson takes it to the end zone, and that is another Warrior touchdown. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you let your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Well, another big play by the Warriors, and once again, it's Kyle Emerson on the receiving end of it. He has really terrorized the Wildcats in both meetings this season.
42-22, Warriors lead by 22-point conversion upcoming. And it's going to be a pitch out to Mercer, unable to grab it. He's going to fall on it. But the 2-point conversion will fail. Warriors lead by 20. 7:31 left to play here in the third. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Grumpy Toad Toggery in Albany is Northwest Missouri's only brotique. They offer a variety of men's clothing and accessories, along with the latest graphic tees for the whole family. Check out apparel on their website at grumpytoadtoggery.com. Grumpy Toad Toggery is open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. Grumpy Toad Toggery is located right off Highway 136 in Albany, next to the laundromat. Come to Albany and get grumpy, be happy.
And welcome back out to Albany. Remember, kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Tearday again will kick off here for the Warriors. Heinrich back about his own 10-yard line. A deep kick that is going to bounce inside the 15 and bounce out of bounds at the 14. And again, it's going to be another illegal procedure called here against the Warriors on the kickoff. King City, again, will take over on their own 25.
Well, this is a critical point in the game for King City. They got to find a way to get in the end zone and shorten this lead a little bit here. Their defense is already going to have a tall task because they're going to have to get a number of stops to close this gap. They haven't been able to get too many over the course of this entire game, so they cannot have basically any more empty possessions. They've got to get in the end zone when they have the ball.
Mollis and Heinrich will be wide out to the left. Wide out to the right will be Bowden. Metzger to the left of his quarterback, Carlson. Carlson gets hit in the backfield. He's going to fall forward and going to pick up a few yards down to the looks to be about the 27 or 28-yard line. They're going to give him 3 yards down to the 28. Brings up a 2nd and 7. And again, Carlson going to keep it himself. Trying to rush to the outside. He's going to get hit. Penalty flag is going to fly as Carlson taken down in the backfield. Looks like a penalty flag going to go against King City, and I think the Warriors are going to accept this one.
Yeah, they will. It's another holding. They're going to drive him back, and that's, again, an inopportune time for a penalty because you're already in a bad spot here, down 20, and those holding penalties just a lot of times they just kill your drive. You can't really get anything going after that. It's going to be hard for them to convert this one now in this spot.
2nd and 17, Carlson looking to pass, looking deep for Heinrich, and it's going to be out of his reach. Incomplete. There in the coverage that time was Trevor Akins. Sorry, that was for Caden Wainscott there, not Heinrich, that pass was intended for. I apologize.
Wainscott had the sideline there, had a step on Akins, but throw just out of his reach. Good effort there by him to try and make a diving grab, but just too far out of his reach.
So Mollis and Wainscott wide to the left. Wide to the right is going to be Bowden. Carlson looking to pass, looking for Bowden here down the near sideline, and almost made a great catch here on the sideline with Kyle Emerson in his face, just unable to bring it in as it falls incomplete.
I thought he had it. He had it in his hands but just couldn't quite bring it down. And again, highly doubt King City tries another fake here this deep in their own territory. They're going to have to punt it again, but it's a really bad time to go 3 and out.
They put Emerson back deep, but King City is not yet in their punt formation. We'll see if they go into it or not. They will. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 726-3396. Remember, King City tried to fake punt their last possession. They don't this time, as they'll kick it deep. Bounces at the 30-yard line and takes a King City bounce out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and that does not allow Emerson to get his hands on the ball.
Well, Albany can really get themselves in a good spot here. Get this lead to 26 or 28, depending on two-point conversion. And unless, they score in just a few plays, they can also take a few more minutes off of this clock. So Warriors in the driver's seat right now. If they execute, they could really control the rest of this game.
So 1st and 10 here for the Warriors from their own 25-yard line. They lead by 20, 6:36 remaining here in the third quarter. Handoff will go to Mercer up the middle and picks up short yards, the gain of about 1 on the play. So after about the 1 yard lead, or 1 yard pickup that time by Mercer, brings up a 2nd and 9. As the Warriors watching time tick away here as well in the third quarter, up by 20. Again, Ryder Sample again out for undisclosed reasons here for King City. As this time Klein keeps it. He's here on the near sideline and going to be pushed out of bounds as he crosses the King City 35-yard line down to the 34. A big carry that time by the senior quarterback. And it's Klein giving the Warriors a big first down, does get out of bounds. So the clock will stop at 5:52.
They're actually running the clock, and that's very confusing because his forward progress was not stopped before he went out of bounds, but they're running the clock.
So a 1st and 10 here for the Warriors, leading by 3 touchdowns. Fake to Cameron Martin. Klein will keep it himself again. Gets across the 30-yard line down to the 29. As Chase Klein keeping it himself here in the last couple plays. Brings up a 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard pickup on first down. Warriors look over to the sideline for the play. With 15 seconds left on the play clock, they'll get set. Klein will take the snap with about 8 seconds left on the play clock as the handoff will go to Mercer. And he's going to pick up maybe about another short yard pickup. And now senior Kavian Aborn down here for King City after he was in on that tackle. So Mercer picked up a yard, but King City may have lost a little bit more as Aborn gets back up, and he's going to have to come off for at least a play. He went down, I think maybe got hand or something stepped on.
Yeah, I think he wanted to stay in the game, but he was on the ground for too long to let him stay back in the game. So he'll at least be out for a play, maybe 2. He's right there on the side.
Just be 1.
Yeah, right on the sideline. He'll probably be right back in the game.
So a 3rd and 4 upcoming. Klein will hand this one off to Mercer, trying to spin out of a tackle. As there on the stop was Jackson Johnston. Yeah. As Mercer takes it down just shy of the 25-yard line, down to the 26. As coming back in will be Aborn. So after the 2-yard pickup brings up a 4th and 2. They're down at the 26. They need the 24 for a first down. Underneath 4 minutes left to play here in this third quarter. 42-22, Warriors with a 20-point lead. Klein keeps it himself, and he's going to be hit at the 25, and he's going to be short of the first down. And it's going to be a turnover on downs.
I think that was an option play, and I think Martin's a little upset because he didn't get the pitch, and he had room to run. Maybe would have been a touchdown, but if not, pretty close. Klein knew that he only needed 2 yards, so he tried to just lower his shoulder and get it. But I believe it was Aborn in there just came in and kind of walloped him. He was not going to let him get that. So King City with a big stop. Now they have to score. They have to get in the end zone.
3:41 left. King City takes over on their own 25. One receiver left, and Wayne's got one to the right is going to be Bowden. Carlson throw to Mollis is going to be caught but pushed out of bounds after a short pickup. Cameron Martin pushes Mollis out after a pickup of a gain of about 2. Brings up now a 2nd and 8. As time continues to run. Carlson keeping it himself. He's going to be hit as they're in on the stop that time. Trevor Akins, Seth Miller. It'll be a loss of a yard. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 9.
Well, the Warrior defense has really stifled this King City offense, and again, it kind of coincides with Ryder Sample going out. Even though he wasn't really putting up a whole lot of numbers, when he went out, it just seems like they've really kind of slowed down offensively.
Again, Carlson looking to pass. Here comes pressure. Gets the ball off, looking for for Caden Wainscott. The pass going to be thrown too far out in front and will fall incomplete.
I bring out the punt team again. They've tried one punt, but I don't know. After that first one, I don't know if they'll try that again unless they absolutely have to, and they're just not in a good.
Well, I could just see them go just straight going for it here on 4th and 9.
Actually, yeah, it looks like they are.
Yeah, they're going to move. They always do that late movement with Carlson. Emerson is back inside his own 25. As Metzger will get the snap, and this time he will punt it away. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Emerson picks it up inside his own 20. And this time Darwin Bowden holds on for dear life and will not let him go as Emerson tried to run backwards yet again. He'll be taken down inside his own 20 at the 19. And I think Coach Fountain going to have a quick word with him saying, hey, next time just leave it alone.
Yeah, he picked that up off a little bounce with 3 Wildcats around him. That one definitely not worth the risk there, especially because he didn't get anything out of it. But again, on that punt, there's still time here. They got 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third, so really not a great opportunity, especially that deep in your own end zone to go for it. But here, if more time goes by, they're going to have to start going for these.
Klein looking. He finds Zane Rippey across the field, and he's going to have enough for a first down as he takes it inside the 30-yard line down to the 33.
Especially if the Warriors are able to get in the end zone here on this drive, they'll be down 3 possessions and maybe even 4, depending on how King City does with their 2-point conversion. So it's a big drive. King City defense needs to step up and make some plays to keep the Warriors out of the end zone.
2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 33. Trevor Akins in the backfield moves to the right of his quarterback, Klein. Akins gets the fake handoff. Klein keeps it himself. Jukes out one player. Metzger chasing him down from behind is going to reach him and not able to get him. Klein gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors. I said Graham Metzger was chasing Klein the whole way. Dove for his feet inside the 5, but Klein was just able to reach out enough over the goal line before his knee went down, and the Warriors put 6 more points on the board. They lead 48-22, 1:44 left to play in the third quarter. And remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons.
And it was a good job by Klein to go full speed all the way to the end zone. Sometimes the runners aren't aware of somebody right behind them and they slow down and sometimes even get stripped. Klein was going full speed all the way there and just gets the ball over the goal line for the touchdown.
Klein trying to keep it himself on the 2-point conversion is going to be no good as he's tackled back at the 5. 2-point conversion will fail. 48-22. Albany with the lead. 1:44 left to play here in the third quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Now that the weather is turning colder, there is still one place that is sunny, warm, and dry for you to play golf. Wildcat Links in King City.
So come and play amazing courses like St. Andrews or Pebble Beach and watch the game at the same time while never leaving the area. Don't forget to sign up for their Winter Golf League going on now. Wildcat Links is perfect for the whole family, featuring a golf simulator, multiple TVs, shuffleboard, pool table, drinks, and food. Wildcat Links in King City, your local golf oasis. Kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Again, it'll be Tear Day kicking off here for the Warriors. It'll be Carter Heinrich again back at about his own 10-yard line. Last couple here for Tear Day have gone out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This one bounces at the 15. Heinrich has some trouble with it, picks it finally up at his own 15. Gets out of a couple, as there are a couple of Warrior defenders being blocked around the 20. Heinrich was able to bounce it out to about the 23 before he's taken down.
Well, we might be at a moment now where King City starts to get aggressive here. Not careless, but just get aggressive here. They trail quite a bit here as we head almost into the fourth quarter. So, and they may start going for some of these fourth downs, especially if they're fourth and 3 to fourth and even 10 maybe. We're getting to that stage in the game.
Two receivers to the left are going to be Mollis and Bowden. Metzger behind his quarterback, Carlson. Metzger gets the handoff, trying to fight forward, and he's going to be stopped. At about the 28-yard line, I think is where they're going to mark him down. They're going to mark him actually down at the 29, so it'll be a gain of 6. Brings up a 2nd and 4 here for the Wildcats. 1:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Mollis Bowden left. Shellhorn tight end to the right. And I think we're going to have a false start called here against the Wildcats. That's going to push them back 5 yards. So this will push them back to their own 24-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd and 9. With 57 seconds left in the third quarter. And again, the clock will continue to run. It's a 4-possession ball game in favor of the Warriors. 3 scores, though, by King City, with all 3 two-point conversions, would have them trailing just by 2, though. And it's the option. Carlson will pitch it out to Metzger, and he's going to slip down shy of the 25, down to the 24. It'll be back to the line of scrimmage, brings up a 3rd and 9.
Metzger planted his feet, tried to cut up the field, but as we've mentioned a couple different times.
Well, this is about the time of year where it starts to get that dew on the grass, and it can really make for some slick playing surfaces. And really the first time tonight when they start the game and everything is dark due to the time change. As Metzger gets the handoff, and he is going to be wrapped up in the backfield. He's going to end up getting about a yard gain on the play on 3rd and 4. But we will go to the fourth quarter, and it will be a 4th and 8 upcoming for King City. Warriors lead 48-22. We're back to start the fourth quarter when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany has gifts for every occasion. The Briar Patch can help you with fresh flowers, green plants, candles, willow tree angels, customized cups, and so much more. They also deliver your gift items. Don't forget, the Briar Patch also features tuxedo rentals for all occasions. To schedule a fitting for your tux or to order your one-of-a-kind gifts, call the Briar Patch on the square in Albany at 660-726-4170.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, where the Warriors hold a 48-22 lead after 3 quarters of play. Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend a high school event, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. 4th down upcoming here for King City. It's a 4th and 8. Metzger again looks like he's going to step back and punt this one away. Warriors aren't falling for it, but Metzger will punt this one away. Nobody back deep, and it will take a King City bounce inside the 20-yard line down to the 17-yard line. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 726-3396. Warriors will start at their own 17-yard line.
Well, unfortunately for the Wildcats, on their last several fourth down tries, it's been about 4th and 10 or 4th and 10 plus, and even though they are down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, the odds of you converting that just aren't very high, and then giving the Warriors great field position, it's just not that stage in the game quite yet, they think.
So Albany gets the football to start on their own 17. Handoff will go to Mercer. He's got some room. Elliott Mercer going to have to turn on the Jets as he's got Carlson trailing him. Puts out the stiff arm, and Elliott Mercer, welcome back to the lineup, takes it into the end zone for a touchdown here for the Warriors. As that time, Elliott Mercer goes 63 yards to take it to the house to extend the Warrior lead 54-22. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons.
Well, still a lot of time left, but that was a backbreaker for King City. They now trail by 32 points and can be 34 here if the Warriors are able to convert this two-point conversion.
So Warriors will take out Porter Reynolds, will put in Cameron Martin here for the two-point conversion attempt. Martin to the left of his quarterback, Klein, with Schaefer behind him. Schaefer gets the handoff, and he's going to be tripped up prior to making it into the end zone. Two-point conversion will fail.
Late flag, though.
They're going to call a face mask here against King City. So that is going to give the Warriors another opportunity at this. So that will give Albany the football at about the 1.5-yard line here. So makes it a little bit shorter of a two-point conversion attempt. And again, they'll hand it off to Schaefer, and again, he's going to be kept out of the end zone as the two-point conversion will fail. It is a 54-22 Albany lead, 11:42 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Grumpy Toad Toggery in Albany is Northwest Missouri's only brotique. They offer a variety of men's clothing and accessories, along with the latest graphic tees for the whole family. Check out apparel on their website at grumpytoadtoggery.com. Grumpy Toad Toggery is open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. Grumpy Toad Toggery is located right off Highway 136 in Albany, next to the laundromat. Come to Albany and get grumpy, be happy.
Kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Tear Day will kick off as Heinrich again back deep at about his own 11-yard line. Heinrich will have it go through his hands at about his own 12, picks it up at about his own 7. And he's got some room if he can break that tackle. He's not able to, as it was Porter Reynolds that was able to push Heinrich out of bounds right at about the 21-yard line. That's where King City will take over.
Well, it's pretty much now or never for King City. They've really been kind of stymied on offense, and they've got to get something going here. They got to get in the end zone. It's already looking pretty bleak for them, but you really the more they don't score, it gets harder and harder to see a path to victory in this game for them.
And Warriors are trying to put in that final nail in the coffin with a stop here. 1st and 10 from the 21, and a handoff that time as penalty flags are going to fly. It was Andrew Polium there on the carry, but a face mask, I believe, going to be called here against the Warriors. And it is going to be a face mask, and this is going to give King City a first down out to the 35-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 10 here for King City. It'll be a 1st and 10 now. And a timeout going to be called here by the Warriors, their first Petty Giannotto Center timeout. We'll be back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
I believe that Petty Giannotto Center timeout by the Warriors was to put in their second string. King City has put in their backups as well. So King City essentially turning this one over to the backups. Taking the snap here for King City is Gage Parsons, but a penalty flies for a false start called here against King City. This will push them back to their own 30. Brings up a 1st and 15. So again, backups in on both sides here with 11.5 left to play in the fourth quarter. It's a 54-22 Albany lead. So Parsons will take the snap in the shotgun. Keeps it himself. Trying to bounce it to the outside. He's going to be pushed out of bounds near the original, or near the line of scrimmage. And looks like that's exactly where he was pushed out at. In the backfield along with Parsons is Carter Heinrich. So a 2nd and 15 here for the Wildcats. Now it looks like it'll be Caden Wainscott that'll take the snap in the shotgun. He'll hand this one off to Heinrich, and he'll cut it back upfield before he's taken down after a gain of about 6 or 7. As he'll get it across the 35-yard line down to the 37. Carter Danner, Keegan Schaefer that time in on the stop for the Warriors.
Yeah, good gain there on second down for King City. Unfortunately, with the penalty, it's still 3rd down and 7, so still going to have to get a good gain here to convert.
Wainscott hands this one off. This time it goes to Coy Cordner, and he's going to be tackled right near that 1st down yard marker. Is it going to be enough? It is. So Cordner takes the 1st down to the Albany 35-yard line. As the King City backs still talking about it as they break the huddle. A back on each side of the quarterback, Wainscott. And the handoff will go to Heinrich, and he's going to be taken down. There on the stop was Jay Anthony, after a pickup of about 1 on the play that time from Heinrich. And it will bring up a 2nd and 9 here for the Wildcats with 9.5 left to play here in the fourth. Again, both teams with their backups in here in the fourth quarter in a 32-point ball game. This time, in at quarterback was Gage Parsons, and he kept it on the quarterback keeper, made it back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. Porter Runnels that time in on the stop for the Warriors. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Again, Wainscott back in at quarterback. He'll take the snap, and he'll look to pass. Here comes some pressure up the middle. Looking, finds his man. It's Lucas Boone who's going to take it to the end zone. Touchdown, King City. Caden Wainscott to Lucas Boone. Gets King City back on the board. 54-28 with 8:42 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
And it's a nice throw by Wainscott. Lucas Boone kind of had to turn just a little bit to to make the grab there, but still a good throw by Boone to get King City on the board for the first time in quite a while here in this game.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you Litchfield United Country Nelson Real Estate Agent Tammy Wynn-Siddons. 2-point conversion attempt, handoff, up the middle, and in for 2 is Carter Heinrich. 2-point conversion is good, and it is now a 54-30 lead. It's a 24-point Warrior lead, 8:42 left in the fourth quarter. We're back with more when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades. Kick off your future retirement. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. Metzger to kick off again here for King City. Back deep is Emerson. Cameron Martin will pick it up at his own 20-yard line. Evades a couple of tackles, and he's going to be taken down at about the 33, and he got hit hard in his lower back region. And he's going to come off the field here. No, he's going to try and stay out there for the Warriors.
Yeah, it was a very awkward hit and an awkward landing. It looks like because he's trying to stay on, that it was just a bit of a just got shaken up just a little bit, but I think he'll be okay.
And the Warriors are going to take another Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. We're going to keep it right here. Remember, role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message brought to you by your friends of the Missouri State High School Activities Association and Albany TV. It'll be a 1st and 10 upcoming here for the Warriors. They are going to bring out their second string offense here with a 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. So it'll be Jace Palmer in at quarterback. In the backfield for the Warriors is going to be Kendrick Katz and Gavin Pickering.
Yeah, Jace Palmer in a QB, but he's already thrown a touchdown pass on the game.
And this time he'll keep it on the read option. He'll take it across the 35-yard line, and he'll be taken down. Looks to be about the 37 or 38-yard line. They're going to put him down at the 38. So Palmer keeps it that time. And it'll be just shy of midfield with both teams putting their backups in offense and defense here. Late in this ball game, 54-30. Warriors still lead by 3 scores. Not only 3 scores, but 3 scores with 3 2-point conversions as well. On a 2nd and 5. Again, keeping it is going to be Palmer, and he's going to get across midfield and be taken down at about the 39-yard line of King City. Looks like he's going to be about a yard or 2 shy of the first down yard marker. They're going to put him down at the 39. It'll be a 3rd and 2 upcoming. So again, Katz to his left, out wide left is going to be Jared Owens. And Pickering behind his quarterback, Palmer. This time Pickering will take the handoff, and he's going to get enough for a first down before he's tackled down around the 35, and a late flag going to fly in the offensive backfield here for the Warriors.
Going to be a horse collar on.
And it's going to be a horse collar called against King City. So with the horse collar penalty, it is going to give Albany some really good field position. And this is going to give Albany a first down to King City's 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the King City 20. Warriors lead by 3 scores. Handoff this time is going to go to Katz. No, sorry, it was again Pickering. There on the carry. I take that back. It was not either of those two. It was Carter Danner that time. Sorry, as he takes it down to the 18.
Got a big rotation of running backs here on the second unit for the Warriors. A lot of guys who can carry the ball.
So a 2nd and 8 upcoming. I know on the scoreboard it says 2nd and 23, but it is 2nd and 8 for the Warriors. Down at the 20 or down at the 18-yard line. And Pickering going to take this one, and he'll be tackled right near the first down yard marker at the 10, and I believe they're going to say he has enough, or maybe about a yard shy. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down yard marker.
That was a good run by Danner. He hit the hole hard, but just got stopped. Pickering just got stopped just short of the first down yard marker, but still very, very attainable here for the Warriors. Wonder if they'll go up the middle with a run or go to somebody else.
3rd and 1 upcoming. Handoff will go to Danner, and he's going to be hit and stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And they did try and go up the middle there, but Danner just couldn't quite break free, and he gets driven back a little bit here, but Warriors going to get another chance here as they're really close to their end zone, and it's a short 4th down attempt.
So a 4th and 1 upcoming for the Warriors. 5:05 left here in the 4th. 10 seconds left on the play clock as they break huddle and get down onto the ball. They'll take the snap with about 2 seconds left on the play clock. Pickering up the middle, and he is going to be stopped. There on the stop is Luke Roberts for King City, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, they go for the run up the middle there again on 4th and 1, and Pickering just couldn't quite pick it up.
So after the turnover on downs, King City will take over on their own 11-yard line. 4:49 left with a 3-score lead here for the Warriors. And the backups in on both sides. You figure Warriors are probably going to be playing at home next week in a district championship. Heinrich will get the handoff, and he's going to be tackled after a short yard pickup. There on the stop is going to be Jay Anthony.
Yeah, not much doing there for Heinrich, and nice job by Jay Anthony, who has seen plenty of varsity reps this season at linebacker with Andrew Wiles in and out of the lineup, and he's been doing a nice job on varsity and a nice play right there.
And that time taking the snap, I believe, was Gage Parsons. And he'll take it himself right at the middle. Gets up to about the 14-yard line, a gain of 2 on the play. It will bring up now a 3rd and 7. At last check, the other semifinal game still in the 4th quarter. Worth County holding a 34-30 lead over Platte Valley. Parsons looking to pass this time. Finds his man Caden Wainscott that time. It's going to be enough for a first down to the 22-yard line.
And Caden Wainscott, who has taken some snaps at quarterback with a nice grab there, goes up and gets the pass to move the chains for King City. Good play by the sophomore.
So 1st and 10 here for King City. 3:20 left in the 4th. This time it'll be Wainscott handing it off, and it goes to Lucas Boone. And he's going to be tackled down as he crosses the 25 down to the 27 or 28-yard line. They're going to mark him down at about the 28. As Jared Owens that time on the stop that time for the Warriors. So a 2nd and 4 upcoming. And the handoff again up the middle. Going to be enough for a first down as it goes that time to Luke Roberts. As he's going to take it to the 34-yard line. As Dylan Anthony that time on the stop. So Worth County leads 34-30 over Platte Valley. 39 seconds left in that fourth quarter. We'll try and keep you updated on that game as we get them. As looking to pass, here is going to be Gage Parsons, and it's intercepted here by the Warriors. It's Keegan Schaefer, and that is the final nail.
Yeah, and King City's been rotating a bunch of different guys in a quarterback there. Gage Parsons, yet another guy. He's a freshman, and he's actually listed as a running back, but throws a pass right there and just stared down his receiver the whole way. Keegan Schaefer, nice job there reading the eyes and going up and getting a nice interception there to finally seal this one, as the Warriors will be able to just kind of milk this clock out to the end of the game.
2:10 left here in the fourth. Shaver comes up with that interception at the King City 37. That's where Albany takes over. Again, Palmer in at quarterback. Behind him is going to be Danner. To his right is Katz. Out wide right is Owens. Handoff is going to be fumbled. I said Palmer tried to get it in late that time to Danner and ended up fumbling the snap, but Palmer able to fall on it for a loss of 2 yards. And put him back at the 39 and bring up a 2nd and 12. Again, there was 30-some seconds left in that other district semifinal matchup in District 7 after Worth County had just taken a 4-point lead but failed on the 2-point conversion attempt. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth quarter as the time continues to tick away. And hit immediately in the backfield. That time was Gavin Pickering back at the Albany 39-yard line, brings up a 3rd and 14.
Yeah, and Pickering took another big hit there, as now it's Carter Danner coming in to take his spot again. The Warriors keeping that running back rotation going just about every play. And we're down to a minute left here in this game.
So 3rd and 14 with 52 seconds left. Palmer keeps it, looking deep, and incomplete looking that time for the intended receiver, Will Fish. And it'll fall incomplete. And I believe Albany might punt this one away here with 46 seconds left.
Well, that pass was inaccurate, but given how much pressure Palmer was under, and it was a jump pass, it was kind of crazy he even got it that far down the field, because literally under pressure and kind of just jumped past it several yards down the field, but just couldn't quite get it to his intended receiver, Will Fish.
Palmer is going to air it out looking for Jared Owens, and it's going to fall incomplete with 42 seconds left, and it will be a turnover on downs. So it's still waiting on another update from Barnard. But at last check, it was a 4-point lead for Worth County, scoring on a touchdown with 39 seconds left. King City will take over. Again, winner of that Worth County Platte Valley game will be here next week to take on the Warriors in the district championship here in Class 7. Here in District 7. This time Wayne Scott will hand the ball off, and it will go to Jacob Boone as he rushes it out to the Albany 32-yard line. It'll bring up now a 2nd and 3. Make sure to stay tuned for the BTC Bank postgame. Find out who tonight's winner, Circle Trophies and Awards North player of the game is going to be. It's a final. Worth County will come to Albany next week as they pick up a 34-30 win. as King City gets another first down to the 24 or 23-yard line. So again, it'll be Worth County at Albany next week here for the district championship. As Albany pulls out a 54-30 win, they remain undefeated at 10-0, but a big, tough championship game coming up next week, and it'll be another rematch against Worth County. We'll be back in just a moment with the BTC Bank postgame, tonight's Winner's Circle Player of the Game.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations and get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items. Call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you would like to be a part of our broadcast, give Jared Rolbus a call at 660-254-4800. If you have something in mind that we should broadcast or have any comments about tonight's game, you can also message us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. Remember, tonight's postgame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Warriors come away with a 54-30 victory tonight. They will play in the district championship again here at home next week, Friday. They will host the number 3 seed, Worth County Tigers, who upset the number 2 seed, Platte Valley, 34-30. That looked to be another great game played in Barnard between those two teams. They've had a few of them here the past couple of years. Remember, take a look at your BTC Bank post-game stats for Albany tonight. Chase Klein, 7 for 12 through the air for 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jace Palmer, 1 for 3 passing for 34 yards and a touchdown. Kyle Emerson, 1 for 1 passing for 22 yards. Receiving tonight for the Warriors, Kyle Emerson, 3 catches, 96 yards, 3 touchdowns. Zane Rippey, 2 catches for 36 yards. Trevor Akins, 2 catches for 24 yards. Elliot Mercer, 2 catches for 23 yards. Rushing tonight for the Warriors, Elliot Mercer, 14 carries, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chase Klein, 10 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown. Kyle Emerson, 2 carries, 33 yards, and a touchdown. Jace Palmer, 3 carries for 6 yards. Gavin Pickering, 4 carries for 5 yards. Carter Danner, 2 carries for 2 yards. Cameron Martin, 1 carry for no yards. Warriors also able to get a punt return tonight for a touchdown from Kyle Emerson as well. For King City tonight, passing, Landon Carlson goes 10 for 22 for 67 yards and a touchdown. Caden Wainscott, 1 for 1 passing for 34 yards and a touchdown. Gage Parsons, 1 for 2 passing for 8 yards and an interception on the night. Receiving, Tucker Mollis, 5 catches for 36 yards. Lucas Boone, 1 catch for 34 yards and a touchdown. Darwin Bowden, 3 catches for 22 yards. Josiah Shellhorn, 1 catch for 15 yards and a touchdown. Caden Wainscott, 1 catch for 8 yards. Graham Metzger, 1 catch for -6 yards. And rushing tonight, Graham Metzger leads the way, 17 carries, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns. Landon Carlson, 10 carries, 32 yards. Lucas Boone, 3 carries for 22 yards. Carter Heinrich, 3 carries for 10 yards. Coy Cordonere, 1 carry for 7 yards. Luke Roberts, 1 carry for 6 yards. Gage Parsons, 3 carries for 2 yards. Ryder Sample, 1 carry for -5 yards. And, Brett, it was a great game by both teams. Scored not quite, a little closer than really the game was, with King City able to score on the Albany second team defense. And really, we talked about it during halftime. The big difference in the ball game was Albany kicker Terday kicking it out of bounds a couple times, ended up kicking off from his own 20 after a couple of penalties. Ryder Sample picks it up at his own 6-yard line as it goes over his head, has to run and gets tackled about his own 12. A false start puts him back at their own 7. Weren't able to get it past the 10-yard line after that. They punt the ball. Kyle Emerson picks it up off of bounds, returns it for a touchdown. That kick, that punt return, that was the difference in the ball game. That swung momentum in Albany's favor, and they never looked back.
Yeah, exactly. That was definitely the tipping point in the game, and it came at a great time for the Warriors because they got off to not a great start. Things were looking a little bit sluggish offensively and defensively for the Warriors right out of the gate. King City got the first score of the ball game, and you kind of thought, hey, King City, they're riding high off of that win against Pattonsburg. Maybe they can make things interesting here. But once Albany got the momentum in their favor, they never let it get back over to King City. And unfortunately, we never saw Ryder Sample in the second half. Again, still not sure what the reason was there. He was a little bit it looked like he wasn't 100%, but we didn't see him go down for an extended period of time. So no idea what was going on there, but I also think that was kind of a tipping point in the game as well.
Yes.
Because it looked a lot like that first game where once he went out, the offense really couldn't do a whole lot, even though there are some names on that team other than Ryder Sample. It just kind of seems like maybe he's kind of the glue that keeps everything together because they really couldn't get much going once he went out in either game against Albany.
Well, and it really seemed like, especially in this game, once Sample went out, the Warriors really pinned their ears back and were determined they weren't going to let Metzger beat him because early in that ball game, Metzger was doing what he wanted on the ground against the Warriors. And then all of a sudden, about midway through the first quarter, the Warriors defense turned on a switch and said, nope, that's about all the yards you're going to get. Because I believe he had 87 yards midway through the first quarter, finished with 109 tonight. And that was not for Graham Metzger, a great player, a junior. He'll be back again next year. But that's not the type of night he usually has.
No, and he was coming off again of a fantastic performance last week at King City.
Yes.
Against Pattonsburg, over 300 yards. And you kind of knew that he probably wouldn't go for quite that much against Albany, but again, 109 yards, a little bit of a disappointing effort for him, especially given the start that he had. But give the Warrior defense some credit, too, because those first couple drives tackling were just very bad, being completely honest. But they did a much better job going forward in the game. They kind of got their wits about them and focused up. They're going to have a tough test next week against Worth County, who Albany was able to beat them at Worth County early in the season, but it was a one-possession game. I think it was 34-30, something like that.
It was a 2-point ball game, 34-32.
34-32, so even closer. So I think we're going to be in for a great district championship game next week. Albany trying to do something they've never done in 8-man football, and that's win a district championship. So a chance for them to make more school history next week.
And again, it's time to give away our Winner Circle Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game is brought to you by Winner Circle North and Albany. They have all of your trophies, awards, medals, plaques, everything else you might need for your next event or celebration. And, Brett, no real conversation we had to have tonight. We both kind of knew who it was pretty much at halftime. Kyle Emerson, he had a great game tonight again. Had a great game a couple weeks ago against King City. Finished up with another one tonight. Gets a punt return for a touchdown. This week, 2 weeks ago, he had a kickoff return for a touchdown. Threw his first pass, I believe, that I've seen him throw tonight. Completed that. Had 3 touchdown catches and 1 rushing touchdown as well. So another 5-touchdown night for the senior Kyle Emerson.
Yeah, and I think a lot of schools are going to be happy to see Kyle Emerson graduate, but maybe none more than King City because he has just terrorized them this season. You said he finished with 5 touchdowns this game.
11 total on the season against King City.
I was going to say that's good for double digits over just 2 games against King City. So something about King City, Kyle Emerson just gets up for him, and he had a great performance and very deserving of the player of the game. And that's just whenever he is allowed to take over a game, he can certainly do it.
And for King City, they're going to bring back some great players, but they're going to lose 8 seniors. Tristan Taylor, Darwin Bowden, Carter Jackson, Michael Perman, Shea Simmerly, Jackson Johnston, Kavian Aborn, all going to be graduating this year. All great players for them. They're going to really miss, especially Aborn and Johnston up front. They're going to miss Darwin Bowden. Offense and defense kind of did a little bit of everything for him when they needed him. He started out the season as quarterback, kind of moved into the wide receiver role, did some running for them as well this year. He's going to be a big miss, but also, again, Johnston and Aborn up front are going to be two big seniors. But, again, it's a King City team that's going to return a lot of their core. They're going to lose 8 seniors, but they're still going to return Metzger next year. They're going to return Sample. They're going to return Mollis. They're going to return Shellhorn, along with Cooper Mooney and the freshman quarterback Landon Carlson. So this is going to be a good football team again next year for King City. Again, they went out tonight. They gave it their all. They fell short. Somebody has to win. Albany remains undefeated. They will play again next week here at home in Albany. We'll do the same sort of broadcast next week for the district championship. Warriors will take on Worth County in another rematch game. This time, though, at Albany. We'll have that here for you next Friday night. We'll start pregame for you about the same time we normally do, about 6:35 here on Albany TV. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Help you, though, bring you this broadcast of Albany King City District Semifinal Football. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North and the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. The Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Along with Johnson Controls in Albany, the Briar Patch on the west side of the square. Raymond Smith Body Shop, along with Sublime Flamingo Boutique, LLC. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany, Papa's Family Restaurant, Brown Plumbing, the City of Albany, King City Lumber in King City, and Wildcat Links in King City. Grumpy Toad Toggery in Albany, along with Williams Construction. The Albany Booster Club, Albany, King City, and Union Star School Districts, and the Printer and New Shop are located in Albany, also along with our family sponsors. The Anthony Livestock Trucking want to wish the Warriors the best of luck. The Tom and Rhonda Schneider family. The Donnie and Nancy Stevens family. The Dustin Trimble and Missy Martin family for their favorite senior, Cameron Martin. The Ryan and Heather Locklear family for their favorite senior, Kaylee Locklear. The Bush Pilots, the family of Brent and Vicky Klein. Tara, Brad, and Cole Emerson for their senior, Kyle Emerson. Randy and Cindy Klein want to wish the Warriors the best of luck. And your number one fans, Sarah Fountain, Cameron Nichols, and Amanda Hamilton, want to wish their coaches, Coach Fountain, Coach Nichols, Coach Hamilton, and Coach Davis, the best of luck in the playoffs. For myself, Jared Rolfes, color analyst for the night, Brent Williams, so long and good night tonight from Albany.